Y'all know what time it is, man. It's time to cook. Oh, it's time to cook. I know y'all been waiting on this, you know? I know you guys been waiting on this live stream, okay? Guys, we're going in, we're gonna cook, but guys, we definitely gotta keep it, you know. We gotta keep it. We gotta definitely keep it respectable, man. Gotta respect the ladies that's gonna be in the building, man. I'm telling you now, man. Nicco Montano, it's a wrap for her. But guys, this is what, you know, I've been trying to tell y'all and explain to y'all that this is what was gonna happen. This is what was gonna happen, guys. It was inevitable. It was completely inevitable what was gonna happen. This girl ducked this fade. And I don't care, you know, what they try to do. You know they're gonna try to do some damage control, okay? You know that Team Nicco, they're gonna try to do damage control. But guys, we're gonna get into this. Let me let a couple of people get in the house, man, because man, this finna be an explosion. Okay, we're going in. We're going in. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, folks. Nicco Montano done messed up. She done completely messed up, man. It's almost beyond repair. I mean, you guys know what I mean? It really, truly, almost is beyond repair. Like, what else could she have done to just make people just dislike her even more? Like, it's pretty much a done deal. Okay, it's pretty much a done deal, man. Like, to be honest, yeah. Yeah, and I kind of, in a way, guys, I really don't feel bad for Nicco. I don't, okay? I truly, truly, truly don't feel bad for her because, you know, man, they kept trying to deceive the fans, man. They kept trying to deceive us. And, bruh, you know, we're not stupid, okay? But, you know, sometimes these fighters, they treat the fans like we stupid. You know? They treat the fans like we complete idiots, man. We're not. We're not complete idiots, you know? We're fans. We're fans of the sport. We know, you know, what we're doing. We know how to react. We know what we're thinking. We got this under control. But sometimes they try to treat us like we're complete idiots. And that's definitely not true. Okay? That's not true. That's just how it is, okay? Wow, man. Wow. Amazing. Amazing how this girl can duck this fade, man. Amazing how this girl can duck a fade and get away with it. But you know what? She didn't really get away with it because you know what? You know what? She didn't get away with it because she don't have the belt anymore. Wow. We're gonna let a couple of people get in, man. Okay, we're gonna let a few more people get in the building and we're gonna cook. Oh, we're gonna cook. It's crazy, man. It's crazy that for months at a time, man. It's crazy that for months at a time that this girl, you know, she pretty much did the unthinkable, man. And bruh, you know, this was something I kind of didn't want to be right about. Like, for real, man. This is something that I really, truly did not want to be right about. I wanted to be wrong, and I wanted Nicco to come up in this fight ready to work. Like, for real, man. I literally, legitimately wanted Nicco to be at this fight. But, you know, we definitely ain't getting what we want. We definitely not getting what we want. Okay, look, man, Nicco is a disgrace, dog. She a disgrace. I understand injuries happen, man, but come on, bro. Come on. Come on, man. Like, your biggest fight of your career. The biggest fight of your career, and you duck a fade. You duck a fade. You know you didn't want this fade. You know you didn't want the fade. You wasn't trying to hit a fade. Listen, man, I got nothing. Listen. You know, and shout out to some of the Nicco fans. Shout out to some of them fanboys. They came in, they said, Coach, yeah, you called it. Okay, shout out to them guys, man. Shout out to a few dudes that came and, you know, they said it, man. But, you know, this is the thing, man. This is the thing that we've been talking about, man. The combat panel. The combat panel. We've been talking about this for months at a time on end, y'all. We have. We put it out there. We said it out there. We done said it 1,000 million times, man, about how this girl was going to duck this fade. Okay? Because it all started when she was talking about, how Valentina is this, how Valentina's that, how Valentina's this, Valentina. And I'm like, come on, man. For somebody supposed to be getting into a fade with somebody, what? I mean, you sure are giving Valentina a lot of props. Like what? Like you ain't got no confidence in yourself that you're gonna whoop Valentina's ass? I mean, how's she gonna explain this? Okay? Her coaches. I had a lot of respect for her coaches, man. I had a lot of respect for her coaches. I did. But guess what, man? The coaches, man, this was all it was a setup, y'all. This was a setup. Point blank a setup. Man, we know that this is true. They got on there talking about, with Valentina, and her coach was like, yeah, well, we're not really worried about the bullet on the ground. We're just gonna work on striking, we're gonna work on the striking aspect. Man, it was all a lie. It was all a setup, it was all a lie and try to deceive us. And people gonna disagree with me. Maybe she really was hurt. Nah, come on, man. Come on, man. How many times Nicco Montano done made 125 pounds? How many times, y'all? And then, of course, you got people defending her. Saying, well, Nicco, she did used to fight. She used to fight at 135. I mean, she did. No, no. How you gonna explain this? How are they gonna explain this? They can't. There's nothing that Team Montano can say. And I submit to you and everybody, if I'm yelling and screaming, I don't even apologize. There's nothing that they can say right now about this. How are they gonna explain this? They can't explain this. They can't do it. There is nothing, and the coach means nothing that Nicco Montano can do to save herself in this situation. I tell you what, Nicco done walked up. She knew Valentina was breaking her foot off in Nicco's PG-13 channel. She knew it. She knew it. And Valentina said, Valentina must got some Coach Diamonds because I swear, me and Valentina, Coach Sheldon Harrison, Valentina Shevchenko, Coach Sheldon Harrison, Valentina Shevchenko. I guarantee you, man, we probably gonna get her back on the show. We probably gonna get Valentina back on the show. And man, I want Valentina to vent. I got to get Valentina back on this show, and I got to. Okay, I'm gonna set that up, man. I got to get Val back on the show, and I'm gonna let Valentina get on here and cook. I'm gonna let Valentina get on this piece and cook. Come on, man. You got people that's done bought tickets. I'm telling y'all, guys. I'm telling y'all what happened. I'm telling you what happened tonight. Look, man, they woke up Friday morning. See, they had a chat behind the scenes, okay? They had a chat behind the scenes. I'm telling y'all now, either Coach or Nicco precipitated the conversation. One of them two did. And what happened was, well, Nicco, listen, I've been thinking about this fight. I'm gonna do here's Coach. I'm gonna do it from the coach position, okay? Well, Nicco, we've really been thinking about this fight, and I don't know, I really don't think, okay? I really don't think that you're ready for this. And, hey, Valentina Shevchenko, this is not somebody you want to deal with. No, this is not somebody we want to deal with right now. We can't deal with her right now. Nicco, listen, it's okay. Listen, we might lose the belt. We might have some stupid fans talking about us. But, Nicco, listen, Nicco. Listen, Nicco. Let's get out of this fight now. Let's tuck tail. Let's run. And we'll deal with the consequences later because you can get seriously injured, Nicco. I'm thinking about your longevity. See, this was the conversation behind the scenes. Or it could have been Nicco, Coach. I don't think I'm very confident in this fight. I don't think I can do anything with this fight, Coach. I don't feel confident. I don't know if I can do this. And then Coach probably agreed and started talking about, well, yeah, that's good. Maybe we can, get some. See, they probably never thought they'd get stripped of the belt. They probably never thought that they'd be stripped of the belt, but good. I'm glad she got stripped. I'm glad she got stripped. Strip her of the belt. She didn't deserve the belt in the first place, okay? Yes, I'm saying it. Don't kick Nicco while she down. I don't care about Nicco. I don't care nothing about no Nicco. I'm kicking Nicco while she down, god dog it, and that's just how that is. Why should I not kick Nicco while she down? Y'all kick Sarge while she was down. How you going to explain that? The same people. They kicked Chris Cyborg when she was down. How you going to explain that? How are we going to explain this, y'all? They can't. Nothing these people can do. They can't explain any of this, man. Nicco Montano is a joke. Nicco Montano is a joke, folks. You're hearing it here live, live, live on the Coach's Show. The Coach's Show live. Nicco Montano is a joke. Okay, folks. It don't. I don't know what else to say about this. Guys, I don't know what else to say. Folks, it is what it is, okay? We're not going to get, okay? And I don't, and they shouldn't give Valentina the belt. They need to have a title eliminated about. Somebody got to fight for that belt, okay? This is ridiculous. I'm glad they stripped her because, she don't need to be the champ. Like, come on, man. We knew. We knew that this was going down. We knew the girl didn't want that work. People defended this crap. We on this channel, we saw it from a mile away. We seen it. And I've been telling people. I tell you what, I wish I could interview Nicco right now. I will give her that word. See, I'm not going to ask these nice questions. Nicco, what are you doing? Why did you duck this fade? Why did you duck the fade, Nicco? You ducked a fade. You know this fade. I'm telling you, man. Wow. Said the chat disconnected. My chat better not be disconnected. I'll tell you this. Coach will smack the yellow right off your teeth. I'll smack the yellow right off your teeth and my chat disconnected. It better not be. Okay. Okay, good. It's back on. But why is my comments not showing up in the combat chat? Why they not showing up in the combat chat? Okay, there they go. Okay, my comments are in the combat chat. Thank God. But, man, I tell y'all what, man. Here go the thing, though. Now, since we have defeated all the Nicco defenders, guys, they can't. Nobody. I don't care if you're a diehard Nicco fan. I don't care. You can't defend this. You cannot. There is nothing you can do to defend this. You can't do it. It's not going to happen, okay? Because I can't find one person that is defending Nicco Montano. Nobody. See, the jig is up. Let me tell you, man. Let me tell you what the UFC did. See, what the UFC did, they took their own doctors to the hospital. They took them there to evaluate Nicco also. They probably determined that Nicco could fight, but you know what? Nicco probably said, nope. I'm not going to do it. I ain't doing it. I can't do it. That's just how that is. That's just the way that is. I can't do it. Okay? It's not going to happen. Well, we know. We know now. Okay? Bojanglecheck will get embarrassed, okay? Bojanglecheck will get embarrassed. Valentina had already whooped Bojanglecheck about three times already. Okay? Bojanglecheck will get embarrassed, okay? As much as I like seeing Bojanglecheck get beat up, I love it. Much as I love Bojanglecheck taking an L, folks, even I don't want to see the Valentina Bojanglecheck. You know what? Look, Bojanglecheck is easy work for Valentina. Nope, we giving Nicco this work. I'm giving Nicco this work, okay? Nicco finna get this work. Nicco gonna keep getting this work. I ain't gonna stop. Okay, boy, this gonna be Megan Anderson 5.0. Okay? This is gonna be Megan Anderson 5.0. I'm telling you now, man, this is Megan Anderson 5.0. And boy, Nicco finna get a heavy dose of reality on this channel today. She getting it. She might not even watch the video right away. Crazy, man. Crazy. But you know what? We knew this was going down. We knew it. They had a conversation, bruh. They had a convo, and everybody was like, yep. Hey, Nicco, it's not what you want. You don't want these problems. Nicco got tired of all the social media. Another problem with Nicco, she spent too much time on social media trying to defend herself. Nah, man, if you're a real OG, that's what you do, okay? I wouldn't want to interview Nicco Montano. You know what? People always ask me, Coach, you talk about Nicco, she'd never interview with you. Good. I never wanted to interview with Nicco, so I guess that makes two of us. I guess we're in the same boat because the coach didn't want to interview with Nicco anyway. That's just how, and if I did, I'm telling you now, man, I'm wrecking shop. If Nicco came onto this channel, I am wrecking shop. Okay? Yeah, Alejandro Chavez Merca. Okay? You know when somebody's scared, man, they block. Nicco gave all the telltale signs away. She did. Nicco gave every telltale sign away, folks. This, man, guys, this is worse, man. This is worse than Anthony Joshua. Yeah, Tay Tay Brown, chicka, Tay Tay Brown. Generation scared out of control, Tay Tay Brown. They out of control. Generation scared is out of control. They are doing everything on under God's hot sun. Okay, to just embarrass us. Nicco is an embarrassment. Okay, Nicco Montano is an embarrassment. She's an embarrassment to the sport. She's an embarrassment to that belt. She's an embarrassment to the UFC. She's an embarrassment to her mama, her daddy, her grandmama, her uncle, her great granddaddy with the glass eye. Nicco Montano is an embarrassment. Generation scared, man. Tay, that's what this is. This is generation scared. Guys, I can't take this. I can't take it. I'm about to. I can't take it. I can't take it. Man. You know what? Who said that? Oh, Dennis Brown. I mean, Dennis Espinoza. Tay Tay Brown, do you think Nunez is as intimidated as Montano? Nah. See, let me tell you about. Okay, Nunez. The deal with Nunez, Nunez was more believable because at least Amanda Nunez got a resume. So people could argue back and forth that Amanda not afraid, okay? We could argue that, and I could lose that argument easily because Amanda got a resume. She got a hard resume, so her being afraid of Valentina, okay, and she already beat Valentina the first time, that was going to be a very hard argument, okay? It was going to be hard to sell it. I tried. It wasn't going to fly, okay? Because Amanda Nunez already beat Valentina, okay? And she did it. She did it decisively. So, really, Amanda didn't look too bad. Even though we were pissed off about it. We were pissed off. But at the end of the day, we knew that we were going to see the fight anyway, okay? Okay, Nick Tanyo, up. We know it's not you, Nicco Montano, but, okay, how can somebody fake being ill? The telltale signs are there, Nick Tanyo. Sorry, man, I don't buy it. I don't buy it, okay? I'm not buying it, okay? I hope that she's okay. I hope that she don't nothing bad happened to her. But I am not sold that this woman actually had an issue, okay? I don't. I'm not sold. I'm sorry, Nick Tanyo. I know you want to come in here and put your opinion. Look, man, here you go. Hey, if you wanna talk to me, call. Call the hotline now. I will open up the hotline and I will roast. I ain't gonna roast you, but I will definitely debunk everything you saying. I can prove it with facts, man. Look, this girl, she never wanted this fade. Okay? Nicco never wanted to fade. And guess what? Nicco ain't getting the fade. Nicco ain't gonna never fight Valentina. She ain't got to no more. She ain't got the belt. She didn't got the belt. How can someone fake being ill? Hey, answer this. Answer this for me, okay? Why would they strip her of the belt? Okay? Why would they strip Nicco Montano of the belt? The UFC doctors went in there and probably determined that Nicco was good to go. That's what happened. That's what happened. Okay? Wow. Oh, whoa. Amanda Nunez talking junk? Amanda Nunez talking junk. Okay? Wow. Okay? Brian Montano. Yeah, man. I don't know, bro. You might have to change that. Representing Nicco in New Mexico. She has no fighting spirit. Yeah, Brian, I can't defend this. Man, I tried. I tried hard to, even say Nicco got a chance. She got a body kick. I tried to say to her body kick is on point. I tried to say it, man. I did my fight breakdown analysis. I did all of that stuff to give Nicco a fighting chance. And it's like Nicco pissed herself, man. Nicco did this to herself. Guys, that's just how it is, okay? Nicco Montano did it to herself. She knows she did it to herself, okay? No, man. No. How many times have Nicco fought at 125, y'all? How many times? I'm sorry. I cannot. I will not condone it. I will not. And guys, we got to be consistent. We got to be so freaking consistent that it's not even funny. Listen, man. When these fighters are ducking these fades, when they ducking fades, guess what we got to do? We got to be in their ass. We can't let these fighters off the hook. I am not letting Nicco Montano off the hook. I'm not going to do it, okay? Nicco Montano, you duck the fade. That's just how it is, okay? Nicco Montano, she ducked that fade. She knows she ducked the fade. And then you got, what, Amanda Nunez? Let's see what she's saying, because I done already exposed Amanda Nunez so bad. Amanda can just shut up, okay? That's what Amanda Nunez need to do. Amanda Nunez need to shut her mouth, okay? She need to go on and shut her mouth. All she doing is running her mouth. Hey, you better get ready for Cyborg. You better get ready for Cyborg, because Cyborg finna take your head off your shoulders, Amanda Nunez. How about that one? Oh, fool. I ain't seen no tweets of Amanda Nunez. Leave the link in there. Amanda Nunez ain't nobody, man. Hey, she finna get slapped all upside the head. That's what's finna happen to Amanda Nunez. Shut up, Amanda. Shut up. Just shut up. Sometimes I can't stand Amanda Nunez. Can't stand her. She better not say nothing. I ain't seen it. I'm looking for it. I ain't seen it. Okay? Oh, Amanda Nunez talking about Valentina's whining. Look who talking. Look, wait a minute. Look at Amanda Nunez. Who the heck? Amanda Nunez talking about somebody whining? Are you serious? Are you serious? Amanda Nunez, the same person who said, well, I don't know if it's a need to fight Chris now. We can just fight in December. And there's enough money for everybody in December. Wait, that Amanda Nunez? That Amanda Nunez? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, right. That Amanda Nunez. Amanda Nunez always ducking the fade. She tried to duck this fade from Cyborg. Nunez is ridiculous, man. Yeah, you know, RN, you know what? I won't even be surprised, man. I will not be surprised if Amanda Nunez also duck a fade, okay? I won't be surprised. And if Amanda Nunez ducked this fade from Chris Cyborg, I see Chris Cyborg, man. I see Chris Cyborg. I'm going to go find Amanda Nunez. Okay, so Nick Tanyo, to be fair, Valentina came out of nowhere and leapfrogged the whole division without proving herself with the top contenders at 125. Okay, let me ask you this. Number one, I'm going to stop addressing you, okay? I need you to call in, okay? I need you to call in. That's what I need you to do. Nick Tanyo, I need you to go on and call in, okay? That's what I need you to do. You give me one fighter name a fighter in the 125-pound division that could easily defeat Valentina. Tell me one. And you tell me anybody in that 125-pound division that can beat people on Valentina's resume. Tell me one. Tell me somebody in there who could beat Sarah Kaufman. Tell me one. Who? I'm talking about out of the tough house. Because what did these people in the tough house do to prove themselves? Tell me one. Okay then. Okay then. What did those people in the tough house do? Does anybody in the tough house got a resume that's even 10% better than Valentina's? Tell me one. Tell me one. That's what I thought. Okay then. Next. Give me one. Give me one. Valentina Shevchenko defeated the bigger Sarah Kaufman. Kaufman outweighed her 15, 20 pounds. Valentina Shevchenko defeated Holly Holm. Oh, she took the Sarah Kaufman fight on short notice. Beat Holly Holm. Holly Holm outweighing about 20 pounds. Beat Holly Holm. Valentina was an underdog in the fight. Beat Holly Holm. Valentina fought Juliana Pena. Outweighed by 15 to 20 pounds again. Armbarred Juliana Pena. Can anybody in that tough house beat Juliana Pena? Tell me one. Can anybody beat Juliana Pena in a tough house? Tell the coach one. Tell me one now. Tell me one. Okay then. This is what I'm talking about. You dudes, y'all gonna defend Nicco to the end. You can do whatever you want to do. You can defend Nicco to, you can defend Nicco till the draws fall off of your mama. You can defend Nicco Montano till the draws fall off of your mama. But I tell you something right now. You can forget it. Nicco Montano is getting nothing. She gets nothing here. Nicco Montano was a crap champion. Okay? Nicco Montano ducking fades. How many times did Nicco Montano talk about Sarge Eubanks? How many? How many times? I gave y'all proof. I gave you undeniable proof. I put the interview clip in the video, and I told you, Nicco, they asked Nicco, was there anybody else that you wanted to fight? Okay? Was there anybody else you wanted to fight? Nicco said, Sarge. What does that tell you? It means that Nicco was ducking the fade. Amadeus, your mama an idiot. Or your mama a dope. Okay? How about that? Your mama a dope. I don't care what you say. You're not telling me. So it's so convenient that this girl, now, okay, conveniently now, on fight night weigh-in, she's in the hospital. Could it be because she couldn't make weight? Excuse me. Call in. I need you, Amadeus, all of you dudes, call in. Call the show now. Call now. Phone line open for you. You can call the show. Okay? You can come catch a fade now, a verbal fade. Amadeus and Nick Tango. Y'all, man, look, y'all typing? Catch a fade. Catch this fade now. Come in. Come jump on the coach today. Oh, the lines are open just for you. Only for Nick Tango and this fool here. Okay? Only for y'all two. It's too easy, guys. Listen, man. It's too easy to debunk this. It is too easy. Guys, there's nothing that you can do. There's nothing you can do. You can't say anything else. There's no facts. Listen, man. You trying, look, I've been right every step of the way. Every step of the way. He talking about Priscilla Caccietta? He talking about Priscilla? Priscilla? What do you mean? I bet you Priscilla can beat a few of the girls in that division. And who's more accomplished than Valentina? Who's more accomplished than Valentina Shevchenko in that division? Who? I got to get a piece of you, Nick. I got to get a piece of you. I got to get a piece of you. I got to get you calling in. I got to get you in here. You got to call in, okay? Nick Tanyo, I got to get you up in here because I got to give you this work. You need to catch the fade that Nicco Montano was going to catch. I'm calling you out, Nick Tanyo. I'm calling you out. Call, come, jump on the coach today because I'm going to debunk you. You are going to catch a fade. Oh, you catching a fade. Easy work. Trying to tell me she in the hospital. Nicco Montano's in the hospital. In the hospital on the day of weigh-ins. How convenient. How convenient. Sorry, I can't, guys. I cannot. I'm sorry, I'm not going to go along with this. Nobody, man, even strong Nicco supporters, man, they're leaving the support. They're not supporting Nicco. They're done. They're done. Benji, I don't think she could have beat Sarge Eubanks. I doubt that. I doubt she could have beat Sarge. I mean, how is she going to beat Sarge? Never. This is crazy, man. Yeah, you know what, Tay? I don't wish nothing bad on Nicco either. I swear to God I don't, okay? Nicco's a nice girl. She's a nice girl. You know, she's well-mannered. Personality-wise, I like Nicco. But the truth is the truth, man. Nicco Montano did not want to catch a fade. She didn't want to catch a fade with Valentina. I keep saying it. I'm going to keep on saying it. I don't care how long I got to say it. Nicco did not want to work. We know she didn't want this work. And they stripped her. And I'm glad they took that belt. They should have took the belt. They should have took the belt. Yeah, Brian Jensen. All Nicco Montano did was talk about Sarge Eubanks. That's it. Okay? Like, I don't understand what it is you guys can't understand. Okay? Matter of fact, I'm finna make you understand. I'm finna beat this into your head. I'm gonna beat it into you. And I'm gonna play this clip. I'm gonna keep playing the clip for as long as I can. I'm going to beat this into you. You're going to, you gonna bow down. You will hear what Nicco said. You're gonna hear. Bow down. Bow down.
And so, in regards to your opponent, I mean, do you feel that was that the matchup that you really, when you won the championship, was that the matchup that you saw that would eventually come together, or you thought that was the most appropriate opponent, or was there anyone else that you had in mind that you were targeting?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Sarge, but that's not the way it happened, so.
And so, in regards to your opponent, I mean, do you feel that was that the matchup that you really, when you won the championship, was that the matchup that you saw that would eventually come together, or you thought that was the most appropriate opponent, or was there anyone else that you had in mind that you were targeting?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Sarge, but that's not the way it happened, so.
Oh, sorry, y'all. I accidentally hit my sound. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay? Y'all hear silence? I'm back. Don't worry about that. Oh, I'm back. The coach is back. The coach is back. Okay? So much disappointment in her voice.
And so, in regards to your opponent, I mean, do you feel that was that the matchup that you really, when you won the championship, was that the matchup that you saw that would eventually come together, or you thought that was the most appropriate opponent, or was there anyone else that you had in mind that you were targeting?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Sarge, but that's not the way it happened, so.
Okay, I'm not going to even play it anymore. Okay, for what? I don't even need to play that anymore. Okay, for what? Why play it anymore? Guys, we know the truth. We know the uncompromised truth in this whole matter, guys. We know what's going on, okay? We know. We know what's going on. Nicco Montano, her ass ducked this fade. Nicco Montano is a joke. Nicco is a joke. She's a joke. She's a joke. She's a joke. Okay? I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you guys, this girl, they had it all planned, especially the coach. Especially the coach. Okay? We might have to do a special edition of the Mobcast. And guys, go subscribe to the Come Get This Work Mobcast. We guys, we get in there and we work. We cook in there. The Come Get This Work Mobcast. Okay? Go subscribe to that today. But folks, Nicco Montano is a disgrace to the sport. Okay? And I'm sorry, guys. You know, and people think I'm going hard on Nicco. I'm not going hard on Nicco. I'm not going hard enough on Nicco. I should have went harder. I need to go harder on Nicco Montano. Nicco Montano, man. Wow. Sorry. PG-13 channel. Unfreaking believable, man. Unfreaking believable, man. Unfreaking believable, this girl. Gotta be kidding me. But you know, people say I'm wrong though. People say I'm wrong, even though you got people like Ariel Hawani dogging out, but they don't say nothing about Ariel. Nope, they'll say that the combat panel is wrong. They'll say that the combat panel is out of order. They'll say that we, you know, God Almighty, man, this is ridiculous, man. My man D Style in the building, guys. Let's check these comments, man. I see D Style. Nah, this is a hot topic in MMA, man. This is a hot topic. I need to do some boxing talk, but this is a hot topic, man. I can't even think about boxing right now. Okay? I can't even think about boxing right now. I can't, because right now, man, you know what? Nicco Montano gonna keep ducking fades. But you know, we ain't gotta worry about Nicco no more. Yeah, Nicco is out of our system. Okay? We do not have to worry about Nicco Montano ever again. Okay? And she's probably never gonna own or hold another title. She's not. Okay? Nicco Montano is not gonna have another title. She will not. Okay? I mean, yeah, it is what it is. The Come Get This Work Mobcast, link in the description, okay? What are you guys thinking? What are you guys thinking about this? What is Nicco gonna do? Full-time caller Nicco Durandame. Go subscribe to Full-Time MMA. It's Full-Time MMA. Guys, this got to be one of the biggest ducks in women's MMA history. This got to be one of the biggest. This probably is. You know what? It's between Jermaine, Megan, and Nicco. Okay. I don't even put Amanda in there too much. You know why I don't put Amanda that much? Because Amanda already beat Valentina. Now Amanda, I tell you what, man. Amanda Nunez might duck that fade from Chris Cyborg. You know what, guys? You know what we need to start doing? We need to go in on Amanda Nunez. We need to make so many videos about Amanda Nunez and put them in our Twitter timeline that Amanda Nunez don't duck this fade either. See, Nicco Montano, we stayed on Nicco's ass. But, you know, it didn't help. Nicco still ducked the fade. Nicco Montano got out of that fade, y'all. God, dog. Folks, I can't believe this, man. Guys, it's official. Fight's not going to happen. Okay? Fight's not going to happen. Okay? Okay, Estevan Trujillo from Shiprock, New Mexico. Here, Nicco's hometown, major letdown for us New Mexicans. Yeah, man. It's a letdown for everybody that really tried to support Nicco. It's a letdown, man. Oh, it's a letdown. We cooking in here tonight. Full time. Don't know where he is. He might be in the stream. He might be listening, okay? But I will say full time, and he kind of did say, yep, coach, I can't explain it. He said it, okay? He said, I can't explain it. Okay? He point blank came out and he said, coach, I can't explain it. That's what he said. Okay? That's what he said. RTNM let down. RTNM is a fighter. Okay? Got let down by Nicco. Yeah, man. I'm going to see if I can get Valentina. I'm going to see if I can get at least Roger on the line and get him get his thoughts. I'm trying to, boy, because that'll make, if Roger Allen came on, that'll make it epic. That'll make it epic, okay? You can't, yeah, they was trolling. If you can't explain it, that means you're trolling. Brian Jensen is debunking Nunez. I tell you what, at least Nunez, okay? At least Nunez didn't block people. Amanda Nunez just didn't respond. Amanda Nunez didn't respond, y'all. That's what happened. Nunez kept her fear. Look, she just didn't say nothing. Wow. Yeah, man. GDR gave up the belt. Nicco Montano gave up the belt. Okay. Nessus, look, man. You look. You need to give up. Okay. Amanda Nunez, December the 29th, gonna get knocked out. I don't care what you say. You're gonna be one of the ones I'm gonna be looking for. When Amanda Nunez lose, I'm gonna be looking for y'all. All these Nicco defenders, y'all need to come catch this fade. Okay. Y'all need to catch a verbal fade from Coach Shelton Harrison. All you all you guys running around here talking about Nicco Montano was not afraid. Y'all need to come on. Hey, bow down, okay? Bow down. Let's go. Let's go. Let me line you guys up one by one, knock you down like bowling pins, okay? Let me line you guys up one by one and knock you guys out like bowling pins, okay? Please, please. Let's go. Let's go, people. Let's go. Nicco messed it up. Hell, I'll leave the phone line open for Nicco. Nicco, I know your cell phone still work. Call the coach's hotline today, Nicco. Call the coach right now, okay? I'm going to take it easy on you, Nicco. I'll take it easy on you. Okay, I won't be so upset. I won't pick on you. Nicco, I'll let you say your piece. I'll let you explain before I debunk you. Nicco Montano, the phone lines are open now. Nicco Montano's coach, the phone lines are open now. You can call right now. Call, okay? Call the Coach Shelton Harrison hotline. Get on board. Come catch a fade right now from the coach, okay? Call in right now, Nicco. I know you're sitting there. I know you're wondering what's going on. I know you're sitting there thinking, you know what? I don't have to fight Valentina. I ain't got to do it. I know you're sitting up in there. You know, they feeding you that juice and them eggs in the hospital. Nicco Montano, call the hotline now. Come jump on the coach today. Man. And this the same girl. This the same girl that tried to, you know what? She challenged Ariel Helwani to a fade. Y'all remember that? Remember she tried to give Ariel Helwani, talking about, hey, you can come catch these hands, Ariel? Or she said something to that extent. Okay? She said something to that extent about Ariel Helwani. Like Ariel Helwani can come get an ass whooping. You know, that's what she said. God dog. Full-time MMA. You must be at work, sir. You must be at work. Nicco knew what was going on, though, y'all. Nicco Montano knew what was going on. She knew exactly what was going on. Y'all know she knew, man. This girl knew, and I said, man, this girl don't look confident. Coach, you just hate, man. Nicco ain't going to pull out of this fight. Nicco would never do something like that. Nicco not Amanda Nunez. Remember that? Remember that? Remember that? Okay? Do y'all remember? Oh, man, it's time to cook for real. It's time to cook for real. Oh, it's time to cook. Man, they spent all that money on Nicco. Done. Stick a fork in Nicco. She's done. Done, y'all. Yeah. Kick Nicco while she down. All right, that's what y'all say. That's what y'all say I like to do. But I don't do that. I ain't kicking her while she down. Nicco Montano kicked herself, man. Not me. I didn't kick Nicco. Nicco Montano kicked herself, man. Because the girl didn't want to catch that fade. Okay? Crazy, man. Crazy. But I tell you what, man. I know some people. I know it's a lot of people mad. God, dog. I'm pissed off of Valentina. Seriously pissed off. Pissed off of my phone. I can't even get my texts are lagging now. Man. Trying to hit up, man. I'm trying to get Roger Allen on the line. I'm trying to get Roger Allen on the line and hear his thoughts, man. I'm trying to get him on the line. If I get him on the line, that's gonna make this show gonna be epic. Because Roger Allen will come in and he will say, man, you know, I was talking to him behind the scenes and I was saying I don't feel good about this. Okay, I talked to him behind the scenes like a month or so ago, and I was like, yo, you know, this girl might not show up, man. This girl might not show up. I said it point blank that this girl may not show up. I said it, y'all. And what happened? Nicco Montano didn't show up. Wow. Wow, man. Wow, unbelievable. I guess I'm still trying to wrap my brain around her not showing up to the fight. Okay? Come on, man. Come on. Nicco is a disgrace. Okay. Look, man. Y'all was defending her, man. Look, yeah, she a disgrace. Okay. You're a disgrace to the people that won that belt that fought. I don't like Bojangles, but damn, at least Bojangles, at least she fought. At least Bojangles, at least Bojangles wasn't afraid. I mean, you got the racist Polish girl not afraid to catch a fade. God, dog, y'all. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Guys, I still can't get over this. Full time, I got you, man. Let's go. Let's get this work in full time. Come on, man. Let's put some work in full time. Done linked you out. Let's put this work in. Hey, man. Let's invite dudes to call in. I need the Nicco fanboys. I need y'all calling in. I need y'all dudes calling in. Because, folks, Nicco Montano chilling. She ain't got the belt, though. She ain't got the belt. But see, I'm going to tell you the thing about it, though. See, with her not having a belt, see, they probably just said, you know what? We're going to let the benefits outweigh the risk. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, we'll lose the belt. You'll no longer be champion, but you know what? At least you won't be drinking juice out of a straw for 5 months. At least you'll have your health, and then we can work on getting you better, and then we'll compete. See, I know they deduced this, man. They deduced this the night before. They deduced this the night before. They did, man. Nicco Montano is out on a limb. God, dog. Folks, I don't know what to tell y'all, man. I really, God, dog, man. What the hell? This fight not gonna happen. This fight is not happening, y'all. This fight is not gonna happen. God, dog. Nicco Montano done did it, y'all. She did it. She did the unthinkable. Nicco Montano rolled up into the division. Okay, won the tough tournament, captured everybody's heart, simps, all the Nicco simps. Hell, hey, these damn Nicco simps on suicide watch. These Nicco simps on suicide watch, y'all. They on suicide watch. Like, for real, Nick Tanyo, I know he on suicide watch. These Nicco Montano simps, they're on suicide watch, guys. They are on watch. They're on watch. Telling y'all, man. Telling y'all now. They better do something. All right, man. Y'all dudes come in. It's time to cook, man. Don't. Hey, we cooking. We not coming in here doing no crazy stuff, bro. We cooking. Okay. And I mean, we're gonna keep the Florida stream going. Okay. Now get y'all in here. Hey, man. If y'all laxed and laxed days ago, just jump on out of there, man. Nope. We cooking today. I want people cooking. Hey, look, we going in on this. Okay. I want people to get them a piece of this. Okay. I want people to come in here and get a piece of this. Okay. Nah, man, we cooking today. We working. We finna work. We finna give Nicco Montano. We giving Nicco work. Okay? Nicco Montano is finna catch this fade. Nicco is finna get this work. Okay? We are in here cooking. Guys, don't come in here bored. I'm gonna tell you, get on up off the screen. Like that. That's how I
Hello.
feel today.
What's up,
Okay.
coach?
Look at you. What's up, Brian J? What's
What's up,
going on?
man?
Yeah. Let's go
Good
on.
seeing you.
Good to see you, man. Let's go on and
Yeah,
get
it's
this
been
work in.
forever.
Been a long time, man. Been a long time, man. It's time to cook, man. It's time to cook. Let's
Yeah,
go.
buddy.
Let's go.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's
We
get it.
we, we the inevitable happened. It was expected.
That's what we've been trying to tell people this. We've been trying to tell them.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I was disappointed it happened again for the second time in my life. Like it was crazy. Like I remember when Amanda Nunez pulled out against Valentina Shevchenko a year ago. I went to sleep in the morning. I woke up in the afternoon, and the fight was canceled on the day of the fight. I woke up looking forward to the fight, and it was gone. It was over. Like I was like, oh my god, this is crazy. I never experienced that in my life, and this happened again with Valentina. Except luckily, I guess it was the day before, so
Mm.
it's not. It's not. I mean, it's disappointing, but it's not as bad with the Amanda Nunes situation because that happened like on the day of the fight, where I woke up excited, happy. I went to get some food, and then I looked up on the news, and the fight wasn't even on the card anymore. It was Robert Whitaker fighting Yoel Romero. But man, this is sad. I mean, I feel bad for Valentina, but I don't feel bad for Nico. She got what she deserved. She got stripped. I mean, when Dana White announced it, some people didn't even believe me when I said it on Facebook. They were like, How is she? Some media person was like, oh, well, no one's called me or sent me a message. I'm like, dude, it's right here. Like it was right on Fox Sports One where Dana White said Nicco Montano is stripped and Valentina's going to fight for the belt. And I was like shocked. I was like, it was right here, and I made a video like 30 minutes later, and I was like, okay, finally, Dana White finally did the right thing. I was happy that he did the right thing because Nicco Montano held up this division for 9 months, 9 months. And she was always like nervous about Valentina. Never really said she wanted to fight her first. She wanted to fight Sarge Eubanks, and all these excuses, all these weird excuses. And she didn't look like she was cutting enough weight in time. And it was like kind of like what you noticed, where it looked like she wasn't close to making weight. And now Dana White just basically said a few hours ago that Nico didn't even bother to make weight. She was so far away from cutting weight that she didn't even really bother. And it was just like, forget it. Forget it. Dana White and the UFC aren't stupid. They saw through her excuses and they stripped her of the belt. So now Valentina has to fight for the belt again, have another camp again, have to make weight for the third time this year. So it's sad because Valentina takes care of herself so well to where she could be training like this a lot, but there is such a thing as overtraining. She could be, I don't know, but it is what it is.
Man, look, I don't care nothing about no Nico. I ain't worried about no Nico fans. Damn them Nico fans. Hey, forget y'all. Forget y'all. I'm gonna tell you what, Brian, and this the honest God truth. You and I, we argue and disagree with stuff. But see, I'm gonna tell you something different between you, man. You legitimately do disagree. Like, it's not an act, man. Dudes disagree with me because they just want to take the opposite stance. Okay? You disagree because you really do disagree. Like, it's in your mind. You got it set. Even if I say, Brian, you crazy, you just disagree because that's how you feel. But these other dudes that roll around here, man, they just disagree because I'm taking a stance. Because if I would have said I'm pulling for Nico, everybody would have been pulling for Valentina. But see, because I'm pulling for Valentina, yeah, people, oh man, I'm a pull for Nico, man. Nico, man, come on, coach. Y'all think you wrong, man. You really, like, come on. Ain't nobody trying to hear that, man.
Well,
We
it's
we know
also
what's up.
people. There's
But man,
also a lot of people that don't keep up with the stuff that we were keeping up with. Like I try to tell people on the MMA and NYC group on Facebook. I'm like, look, I listened to her interviews. I watched her interviews, and I listened to the media conference call from last Saturday, which is an hour. I listened to the whole thing, and the first thing she said, I wanted to fight Sarge, and it didn't work out. She's going to fight Valentina, and I try to tell them, you guys are forgetting that back in May she cursed out Ariel Helwani for saying that the UFC was getting frustrated with her. They were going to strip her of the belt, and that she basically threatened to kick his ass or whatever, and said that he has like the balls the size of peanuts or whatever, and she was threatening to beat him up. And then when Valentina called out Nico on her bullshit and said, "Yeah, I'm waiting for you to sign a contract. I'm waiting for you to sign a contract," and then she blocks Valentina on Twitter. So to me, that's already a sign that she was scared, that she was afraid. That was already a sign.
well, yeah, we seen the sign. We seen the sign back in March, man.
BJ Johnson didn't
She,
see the signs. What up, coach?
man, it's full time. See, I can kind of imitate you a little bit, man. Not much.
On full time.
What's going on, Body Snatcher and Brian? How's it going, everybody?
Hell,
Oh
body
yeah,
snatchers in
Brian,
the
what's going
building.
on? Yeah,
Hey, we cooking today, y'all. Hey, man, we ain't no doubt. We
man,
cooking, man. Hey, we gonna keep
man,
this thing rolling. We going in.
I even made a video. I got another one to make too, man. Nico pulling his bull crap.
Yeah, man. I made two videos. I think I made two videos today when this happened. And it's crazy. It was the same. Like I said before, the same shit happened. I woke up in the afternoon. Valentina fight canceled. Like, come on, man. This is crazy.
Right.
I mean, I
I
went
was
to bed. I
it's
went to bed
hell.
in the morning thinking this fight was a done deal. Nico had overcome her fear. That was another thing when Nico said that a month ago at the press conference, where she said that she was working on overcoming her fear. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Hmm.
And then some Nico fan tried to say to me, "Well, Holly Holm is always afraid before she fights her opponents." I'm like, yeah, she's 2-4 in her last 6 fights.
At least she's
That's
still
not a
going
good
there.
sign. It's
But
like, I mean, yeah, Holly Holm still
hey,
fights, but the thing
man,
is, Holly Holm is 2-4 in her last 6, so this is not a good sign. I'm like, Nico's going to get destroyed, and I was like, oh, forget it, man. I'm just
Shout
it's
out,
crazy.
shout out to my boy Gregory Wyatt in the super chat, man. Hey, LDBC, man. Hey, it's not it's not a game. This is a movement. The LDBC, we're taking over.
Now, Coach, I don't know much about that LDBC, but I've been wondering about that LDMMAC though.
The Lions Den Mixed Martial Arts Community.
I've been over here like, what's going on? What's going on? I might have to get a piece of that.
Hey, man.
This topic that we talking about today?
We can go and get a piece of that, man. Cause, hey, man, full time guys on the panel. Look, we underground MMA, man. Look, man. These fighters, you know what they're gonna need to do? They gonna need to come to us, man, for exclusive interviews, man. They gonna need to come to us for shine. Cause guess what? Our audience is gonna grow, man. They gonna grow. They're gonna grow, and then these fighters, they're gonna be, wanting somebody to talk to their fighters, man. We try to get these interviews, man. These fighters gonna have to come through us, man. If they want to get the post on the casual fans, they're gonna have to talk to us, man.
Honestly, I'm surprised more smaller fighters don't reach out. I get the bigger fighters not reaching out, but the smaller fighters, if you're trying to get your name out of there, this would be a great place to start.
Man,
it's a few of them. Yeah, it's a few of them that's doing it well, but I think they're gonna come more and more, especially the way they see Coach giving the interviews. I bet you by a year it's gonna triple and double and quadruple. But this topic right here we talking about today made me forget about even talking about boxing today, to be honest.
No, I ain't talking about boxing. I ain't bringing that up today. Forget boxing.
I ain't bringing that up until tomorrow around the event, honestly.
See, Deshaun O'Malley.
I don't even care about boxing this weekend, honestly. The only thing I was focusing on was Valentina fighting Nicco.
That's what I was going to say.
The Sean Porter, Danny Garcia fight. The Sean Porter, Danny Garcia fight doesn't really pique my interest. Both of these guys lost to Keith Thurman. Both of them don't want to fight Errol Spence. And it's just a waste of time. It's just guys that are ducking the number one welterweight fighting each other. And they already lost to Keith Thurman. It's a fight that doesn't mean anything. It's not a super fight. It's nothing that piques my interest. The Superfly fights are better on paper, but in my opinion. But whatever.
These dudes acting like a bunch. These dudes acting like hoes, man. Well, okay. Well, I'm sorry. Well, I ain't gonna call two women that, but they acting like some simps. Okay, I'll just reverse it around. Women, I call a female simps. They act like a bunch of simps, man.
And what somebody pointed out, I don't know who it was that pointed out in the chat, said that at least Jermaine Durandamy didn't force Chris Cyborg to waste an 8-week camp and then decide to weigh in and then pull out of the fight the day before the fight. This is what Nicco just did. She held up the division for 9 months. She made Valentina train for a whole 2 months for this fight. And then she pulls out the day before, having undisclosed medical reasons. And then somebody said that it was like a kidney failure. She stopped sweating when she was cutting weight. And now Dana White just said, well, she wasn't even cutting a lot of weight. She was too far away.
Dana White's good about that. He'll come out and call you on your shit.
Damn. No, she looked like 140 something yesterday at the stare down. She had to look at least 140, 143.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, so Thursday she was at 140, so she had to cut 15 pounds. And
that's about in 1 hour.
We're seeing dudes cut 40 pounds.
Yeah, I done seen them cut it. But see, man, she been knowing about this fight for 8 months, man. There's no
excuse. Another great point.
There's no excuse, man. She been knowing about this. I ain't trying to hear about no weight cuts. But, I've been saying in these videos, I said, yo, Nicco look kind of heavy, man. Nicco look a little hefty there. She looking a little thick around the edges over there, she throwing that little thing around her head with that exercise. I'm like, dang, man. What is she doing with that little hammer around her head, man? She's throwing that thing. Nicco looking a little thick. And I said, hey, you know what? I wonder if Nicco going to try to cut weight. And I said this. Is she going to try to cut weight at the last minute? And I said, wait a minute. Valentina might not get a piece of that. Valentina might not get her a piece of that because this girl might not even make weight. But you know what? Here's what we need, y'all. I need the Nicco Montano fanboys. I need y'all to call in. I need y'all to call in so I can cook y'all right now. I need y'all to call in now. Especially you fat boy. Especially you fat boy. Where you at? Come on.
They don't want that. They don't want that smoke.
No, man.
I helped deliver it myself, and I know Brian Jensen, he got it too. And then full time, they really don't want it right now.
Yeah.
Man, they don't
And
mess
not
with
and not
they don't
only
mess
that,
with
I mean, it's just crazy. I had a bad feeling when I saw Nicco Montano that open workout and how terrible she looked. Like it wasn't even that she looked terrible hitting the pads. It was just like she's standing there, she's throwing out kicks and knees and elbows and punches, and she's not moving her head at all. Her head is right on the center line. I was like, this is gonna be a
Oh
disaster.
yeah,
When I
Valentina was
saw
going
when
to
I saw that open workout and
fine.
she wasn't moving her head, I was like, dude, Valentina's going to destroy this woman. I was like getting so nervous. I had a
Real
bad
quick,
feeling, and this happened.
Real quick, salute to Marcus Bell in the chat because he brought up a good point. He said, salute to Carolina for not ducking. Keep in mind, Nicco was not the only big underdog female on this card. You got
Right.
Carolina taking on Jessica Andrade and also Carla Esparza taking on Tatiana Suarez. Any of them girls that are big underdogs could have pulled out, but of course, it's only Nicco. So there's girls on here that are stepping up to the challenge. So definitely want to give respect to them and salute to Carolina and Carla Esparza coming in here counted out, but you think they're not going to show up to fight? Heck no.
I think Jessica I would have showed up to fight. I mean, Jessica I is desperate for a fight.
And also
I mean,
Caitlin Chukagian. She offered to take this fight with Valentina on 1 day's notice. Like
yeah,
I'm
and the
here in
problem
Dallas.
was, and this is what I think. This is, I mean, and I'm not going to blame for the UFC for this, but they kind of made a miscalculation. They were so focused on Darren Till not making weight that they had Usman as the backup guy. And I'm thinking to myself, they should probably do this for Nicco Valentina because Nicco seems very sketchy. She's dealt with a pretty big injury. She doesn't seem like she wants to fight Valentina. So they probably should have had Caitlin Keurig or Liz Carmouche or Roxanne or a few backups. They should have, like, to me, stacked the card with 2 or 3 female flyweight fights, and then have a backup just in case Nicco pulls out. So if she pulls out, one of the flyweights that made 125 or 124 could go and fight Valentina for the vacant belt, and then that person who was going to fights the backup. Like that's what they did for Tough 26. When they knew that Sajara probably wasn't going to make the weight, they had Lauren Murphy as the backup. So when Sajara Eubanks
No, they
couldn't
had
fight,
Roxanne Modafferi as a backup, right?
no. Roxanne replaced Sajar, but Lauren Murphy was there as the backup. She was there, and that's why Lauren Murphy ended up fighting Barb Honchak, and Roxanne ended up fighting Nicco Montano, and Sajar was in the hospital recovering. They could have done something like that.
But see, I think I seen in the comment, man. See, we can't even compare Nunez to this. It's not even the same thing, cause see,
I agree, coach.
Nunez had already fought a lot of credible opponents, so okay. And Nunez had already beaten Valentina, one
Yeah,
time before. She had
and
already
she
Completely
still
beaten,
showed
agree.
up.
and she did it
And she had a
convincingly.
history of sinusitis. This wasn't brand new.
Yeah, I mean Nunez, I was giving her crap, but I'm just like, you know what? Hey, Nunez, okay, I couldn't get away. Okay, I couldn't get away from Nunez. I couldn't. Okay, I just couldn't do it. But Nicco, man, nah, man. Look, she ain't fought nobody. And then I hated the interviewers, man. These interviewers, they piss me off because they don't ask this girl the right question. Okay, well, okay, guys, hold on, guys. Got a guest coming in, bro. We got a special guest coming in right now.
Woo!
I can't tell you who it is. They finna come now,
Oh
guys.
shit!
Uh-oh.
It might be
This
Roger. I'm gonna have to
we
It
mute.
might
I'm
be
gonna have to
Roger
let him
I,
Allen.
get it
Oh
I
my
off.
can't say
God.
nothing. I can't say they
Oh my
coming in.
gosh.
They coming in right now. This is finna be epic, guys. This finna be the best live stream on this whole show ever,
Coach
guys.
is the GOAT. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't yet. Hit that motherfucking freaking PG-13 subscribe button and the thumbs up button.
Guys,
Well, that's
it's
one
epic.
F word. So there's one F word allowed in the PG-13 movie. So
All
that's
right,
good.
we're good.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm telling you guys, this live stream finna be epic. All the Nicco fans, we trying to find them. We can't find these guys no more. But to put up my point, man. To put up my point, this is different because Amanda Nunez had already fought a lot of credible people, and Amanda had already beaten Valentina. So, okay, maybe Amanda was like, well, shoot. You know what? I'm not ready for Valentina, but I don't think Amanda was like physically afraid. I think Amanda was like, nope, I'm not ready. Valentina looking ripped, and yeah, I'm probably catching ass whooping. That was Amanda Nunez mentality, and I even think I think this probably worse. This is almost worse than what Jermaine Durandame did, man. Jermaine, was the champion, and she ducked the fade from Chris Cyborg. I mean, but at least Jermaine was like, nope, I'm not fighting her. Like
Right? She
Yeah,
didn't even waste the
Jermaine,
time. She
Jermaine
didn't
came
front.
waste
out.
anybody's time.
Jermaine
Yeah.
came out and said, nope, I'm not fighting her.
At least
Okay.
Cyborg had to go to a training camp and then find out,
Yeah.
like Valentina just found out she ain't fighting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, you're going to put the girl through the training camp, but I'm going to break it down, man. The dollars, you put the damn girl through a training camp, man. She go, you got sparring partners, They travel all around the world. It's not free, man. It's not free. They got to go to all these different places to get the necessary different looks that they need to be successful. And they traveling everywhere around the world, everywhere in the U.S. And then you get here, man, and this damn girl pull out of the fight, man. And we predicted this was happening, man. We predicted that it was happening, and that's just the way that is.
And you know what would make me happy is if Joanna steps up and fights Valentina for the 125-pound belt in Madison Square Garden. I think that could happen. I think that would be great.
It could, but man, that'd be an ass whooping for Joanna. But yeah,
I agree.
That would be a big fight, though.
Yeah, Valentina will most likely destroy her, but Joanna just won her last fight. She's basically beating everybody at strawweight except for Rose. And Rose she's not going to get a title shot against Rose for a while, no matter how much shit she talks. And Jessica Andrade could beat Rose, and she already beat Jessica. So Joanna could just move up to 125, which to me is her natural weight.
Man. Now, Joanna did say she wants the belt back before she does that, but maybe she'll do it for the title fight.
Yeah,
Look,
fuck it. I mean, what other options
PG-13
does Dana White really have?
Man,
I mean,
Caitlin
Keurig is a mismatch. Caitlin Keurig won't even land a strike on Valentina. She barely lands any strikes as it is.
Jacobian, she's pretty decent, man. But Bojanglecheck, look, man, look. We don't even want to mess up the stream with Bojanglecheck, okay? Listen, man, she's not getting that belt back. Bojanglecheck can forget about the belt, okay? Bojanglecheck, there ain't no revolution coming back for Bojanglecheck, okay? I mean, she ain't getting no more title shots, okay?
That's true.
There ain't nobody care. Bojanglecheck is out of the picture right now.
True.
What Bojanglecheck need to learn how to do, she better fight hard so she don't become the next gatekeeper in women's MMA. That's what Bojanglecheck better do.
I won that fight with Rose. I won that fight.
God, dog, man, y'all picking at her. That's messed up.
Oh god,
man.
But you have to admit though, Joanna is doing all the right things. I mean, she's winning fights and talking trash. I mean, let's face it. I mean, it puts Dana into between a rock and a hard place. I'm like, dude, do I have these fighters that nobody knows about, or do I do this fighter that everybody knows about?
It's still ridiculous, man. See,
oh yeah,
it's ridiculous. You can't be a pro fighter and duck and phase, man. It's not even. It's not. You know what, man? And it's so laughable, man. It's so freaking laughable that we saw this coming a mile away, man. Like it's so laughable because I'm sitting here like, yo, old girl looking like she don't want to catch this one. I'm telling you, Valentina finna take her foot and break it in Nico's ass. And I kept saying it and saying it and saying it. And, she don't seem confident. She bigging up Valentina too much, okay? She bigging up Valentina way too much. I said, folks, I don't think this girl want this work. Oh, no, you don't know. You're just a hater. You hate Nicco. You hate Nicco because you're not, Nicco's not, wouldn't give you the time of day. But, I keep saying, hey, I don't want the time of day with a Nicco, okay? That's not my style. I'm good. We good, okay? So now what? Oh, gosh. Nicco Montano. Damn, y'all. It's terrible. Like, Nicco done screwed up, guys. Like, this got to be probably the biggest duck in women's MMA. This got to be it. This takes the cake, man.
And it's crazy because we were just coming off the GDR Cyborg, and now we got, now I'm ready to see GDR come back. We got a new queen of ducking.
Nicco messed this up.
Get his ass boxing today.
And it's sad too that it's happening at women's MMA, and this is such a young, growing sport. Like, it makes the sport look bad. It makes women MMA look worse than what it really is.
Now, anybody that feels that way, once they watch Valentina fight, that should be, handled. Because Valentina's got some skills. But, yeah, it is true, though. WMMA, you've had 2 champions. Now, there's only 4 freaking divisions. 2 of the champions have ducked the face.
Have ducked the number 1 contender. Yeah, 2 of the champions are. So we have 4 divisions. 2 of the champs become champs. Duck the number 1 contender. So and
respect to Carla Esparza for not ducking Joanna at this point.
I mean, she immediately fought her, and Carla Esparza beats some really good fighters on.
She's looked good since then. She's only lost split decisions.
Yeah, and she lost. She submitted Rose Namajunas. She got destroyed by Joanna, and she almost knocked out Claudia Cadella. I mean, that fight was very close, even though I thought she lost, but she almost finished her. So it's so now what we have left is atomweight. Atomweight will probably happen by next year. And whoever becomes the world champion, I don't think any world champion at atomweight, if they ever do like a tough season thing, I don't think they're going to duck Michelle Watterson.
Hey,
I mean, they could
hold on,
beat.
guys.
I mean, Michelle Watterson looked beatable.
Call her.
Well, I'm not sure if I'm doing this right, but hey, this Tease 2, am I on this thing or how am I doing this?
This who?
Tease 2.
Tease 2, what's up, man? Shout out to Tease 2, man. Hey, man, he be in everybody's comment thread, man. This dude be putting on some good work. Hey, guys, in order to hear Tease 2, I'm trying to figure out, I hadn't figured out how to get, I've been working on it, man, but you have to just listen to the live stream live, and then you can hear if he asking questions, y'all can respond. But some of y'all can hear him. I don't think everybody can hear him, though. Tease Tube.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Tease Tube.
Tease Tube is in the building. T, what's your question, man, for the panel?
Well, actually, I was calling because you all were saying, go supporters out there, call it. So actually, I just wanted to put some 2 cents in on that.
Okay, well, yeah, go ahead, man.
Well, let me say this. I was at the workout, the open workout for on Wednesday, and first of all, meeting Nicco, I was very surprised at how nice and how just down to earth she is. The lady was great. I did sense a few things. I'm trying not to take too long. I did sense a few things with her, but the first thing that came to my mouth, like, man, it just seems like the first thing was that it's almost like she feels like who can she trust? It's like the way she was looking around was like she wasn't for sure like who she can trust, because there were the other thing. The second thing was that she was so surprised, I think, at how many fans she had there, how many people were there actually cheering for her and supporting her. For some reason, it just seemed to have taken her back. You can kind of hear it in that interview on the side. If you probably the one after she does the open workout, you can kind of hear it in there, and how some of the people were holding up the flag and everything. I think it was a New Mexico flag. I'm not sure, but looking at that, I'm thinking now if she had a bad weight cut, something was wrong with her. I don't know, and if it is what it is. But there was a part of me that thought, man, I think she probably was going up there as like, well, let me just go and fight her and get it over with. What happens, happens. But when she saw those, I'm telling you, if you looked in her eyes and looked at how she was looking at these fans out there, it was almost like, I owe them more than this. I owe them more than to just go out there and just basically doing this just because everybody's putting pressure on me to get in there and fight. It's like, no, I need to go in there and be the best that I can be, because look at these people and how they're supporting me. That's just kind of the takeaway I took from that. I'm going to let y'all respond to that.
Okay. Anybody on the panel, you want to respond to what Mr. Tease Tube just said?
I didn't hear everything that he said. I think he's
finishing it up on the
stream. Yeah, I kind of heard a lot of it. Basically, how he said he met Nicco Montano at the open workout, and he said she seemed so nice and down to earth and everything. And he also was just saying that, but she felt like she was just mad pressure because there was a lot of fans that was supporting her there. And he made good point though. I think it was through pressure, because a lot of people was like, when you gonna fight Valentina, she was even blocking people because everybody was asking when she gonna fight Valentina. So I think she just did it for the pressure and then found her way out. But he made a good point though.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I mean, I think Nicco, she probably succumbed to the pressure because, once you get the fight week, it's real. It's real. Those first few days, I mean, that's probably why HBO started doing those documentary series called 2 Days, because those last 2 days before the fight are really intense, and that's when things get real. So I just think that she didn't have any confidence in beating Valentina or really competing against her. she took the fight because of all the pressure. But I feel like this is, if that's the case, I mean, then she should have just showed up to fight, because this is even worse. Now this is more embarrassing for her people, her culture, New Mexico, her whole area, Navajo tribe. I mean, they were all rooting for her. They were all backing her. And now she just pulls out, and there's no explanation, and there's no real transparency of what really went down. And you got Dana White, who, I mean, let's face it, Dana White lies and he contradicts himself, but he is in the business. He knows what's going on. I mean, he does shit on fighters that disappoint him in the octagon, but he'll tell you straight up, you know what went down. Nicco wasn't even close to making weight. She didn't cut enough weight. So I don't know. I just think she and her team decided not to take the fight, not to really show up.
Okay, so just to do all that, okay, and think about it, man. To do all that, they spend all this money on her. Fight week.
Yeah, she
They do.
lost a lot of money. That's the
They
thing too.
they do well. She didn't, and the UFC they lost a lot of money. I mean,
Yeah,
just think, man. They had to fly her out, hotel. I mean, your camp, your coaches. Yeah, they do. They follow you around for camp. I mean, man, it's a lot of money, man. I mean, a lot of people buying their tickets. People pissed off now because they don't, their tickets are, they wanted to see that fight, and yeah, man, it's a shame, man. And they knew what was going to happen, man. They knew exactly what they were going to do. They knew what was going to happen. They talked it out. See, my theory, and I think this probably might be legit. They woke up Friday, and Nicco probably had a talk with the coach and was like, hey, or the coach probably told Nicco, listen, I really just don't feel good about this fight. I care about you, but I just don't think that you're ready for this fight. And see, I don't even think that they thought that they would get stripped of the belt. See, I think
right.
I think that they thought that okay, they would just rebook them. They she get a little bit more time. They rebook
Yeah.
the fight, and then Nicco would be able to be the champion, I guess, for however long it takes to rebook the fight. But that's not what happened, because I think they learned a lot from the Nunez fiasco, and they just like nope, 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 nope. We're not going through this, okay? We ain't going through this. We just gonna take that belt now, because they have to do all this work again and waste money and time on Nicco. Nope, nope, nope,
Real
nope.
quick though, I want to say the UFC did lose some money because they had to pay some stuff, but they also, it's hard to put a finite number on how much they made, but they also made money because, not gonna lie, this cost headlines. You know what I'm saying? Weigh-ins made headlines on ESPN, like the biggest websites since Nicco missed weight. It's like, oh, Nicco champion misses weight. And do you think that this live stream would have been as lit and as hyped if we were just waiting on the fights tomorrow? This Nicco missing weight gave a lot of people a lot to talk about. So they did lose some money, but they also make a little bit back. So it's hey, it is what it is. But yeah.
Well, it's also, I mean, the UFC lost some money, but I can only imagine how much money Nicco lost, because she's had to spend the entire camp training. I mean, she made good money fighting Roxanne, but a lot of that money is going to be gone. I mean, it's not that I feel bad for her or anything, but it's like you just kind of made a lot of things. She just made a lot of things worse for her. So, like, even if she got an ass whooping, she still would have been paid what six figures. So she would have had something. She would have had a cushion, but forget it. It's like what the coach said in one of his videos. I guess the money wasn't important. Money wasn't worth it.
Money wasn't worth an ass whooping.
It wasn't worth it. It was not worth it.
It wasn't worth an ass whooping, and that's what she was about to get, boy. A nice, good old fashioned ass whooping, just like just like the mama, just like your mama used to do to you, man. Whoop your ass, Nicco about to take one, boy. She about to get that ass whooping on the chin, buddy. It was finna be a wrap.
A good old fashioned, passionate ass whooping. Shoes, coat,
man.
and your hat took it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man. She was out of there. But man, that's what it is, man. That's what it is. Now I agree. Now I agree with the dude, man. I agree with dude here. Like Nicco losing money in the gym. Okay, when fighters spar.
Can you guys hear me?
Oh, okay. Hold on, guys.
Okay.
We got Mr. Roger Allen. Okay.
Yes.
Valentina Shevchenko's manager, right hand. He's right there with Valentina, guys. Has entered the live stream. This live stream is epic.
I'm glad I'm out here tonight.
How you doing, sir?
How you doing, Roger?
Uh-oh. Wait a minute. Hold on, man. Okay, he might be trying to find a spot, man. I think he on his phone.
Hey, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Roger, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on? You can hear me okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
We got you.
Yes, sir. We got you. All right, great.
Great. Finally get to talk to Roger Allen.
Yeah, I'm here tonight, man. Crazy day.
Yes.
Crazy day.
Hey, so Roger, man, what's the demeanor and the attitude of Valentina right now?
You know, considering what happened, she's in incredible spirits. I mean, she's a consummate professional, and she really wasn't surprised that this happened. I think others were surprised. I don't think we were all that surprised. And, Valentina she was closer to Nicco than anyone else. So she kept getting this vibe and she wasn't too surprised, but she's in good spirits and she's ready to fight. So she's ready to fight tomorrow night, but unfortunately they could not find anybody to fight her.
Okay. Hey, panel.
Panel.
Anybody want to ask Roger a question, man? You guys got it, man.
Just real quick, Roger, was there any interest in fighting like Caitlin Chikadze or any of the girls that kind of like offered to step up and place in Nicco, or was the UFC not super open to that?
Well, let me tell you this, and you guys, unfortunately, are never privy to what really happens, and you see tweets versus like Matchmaker today, they were reaching out to everyone to get him to fight. Unfortunately, no one was able to get into the commission's range to take a fight. And that was 129, just to let you know. So that included Nicco too. So all the tweets and all that, as a matchmaker, because we were like, yeah, hell yeah, we'll do it. I mean, Valentina put on Twitter, yeah, let's do this. And, as a matchmaker said, yeah, they're often quick to hit the tweet button, but they're not often quick to return the phone calls. So when they reach out to them. So, and really that was, in all fairness, it'd be tough, but we saw earlier in the week that, hey, we're here. There was actually 2 fighters that were guest fighters that were 125 at this event. And Caitlin was one of them. We thought she put, yeah, I'm here. If anybody needs me, I'm here. And putting all this social media up. And we were like, well, man, this is great. Let's do it. And it just didn't shake out. And like I said, you guys don't get to always see the truth behind the scenes of what goes on. And that's the truth of the matter.
Okay. And
sometimes it's for publicity. That's it.
Hey, there's an echo in here.
There is? Is it me? It's probably me.
Yeah, I think you might have to turn your speaker down. Or...
How about me? How about now? I close one out.
Okay. Yeah, let's see. Nicco ducked that fade. Okay, yeah, I still hear it. Okay.
I was going to also ask, is it official that she stripped? And if so, is there any Valentina might want to fight again?
Yeah. Hold on.
Dana White, he announced that she was stripped. It is official. Nicco is stripped. Dana made that announcement. At the event, he did an interview, and there will be no way that we'll be entertaining anything with Nicco again.
So as far as
God,
dog. Okay.
Is that you still hear something?
Yeah, we hear like an echo. You probably like your microphone maybe too close to the computer because it's creating a feedback because it's coming out of the speaker and then going into the microphone. Let me see. Yeah, there it is right there. Hey, Roger. Uh-oh. Damn, trolls unsnatch him. I mean, body snatcher, did you snatch Roger? God dog. Oh man.
Yeah, nah, I ain't snatch him, but man,
What's up?
how it sound on my end?
Sound good.
Body snatcher, did you snatch him?
Nah, I wouldn't do that. I'm happy that I'm on the same panel he on, honestly.
Man. Hey Roger, you still there? Damn, I think the trolls got him. Shoot.
We found out Fat Boy got him.
You guys can hear me?
Powerful Roger. We only heard him for about 5 minutes, and that was still a lot of information.
Well, no,
Yeah, no.
he come. He'll come back. Trust me, he'll come back.
Yeah.
He'll come back because I know the people in the stream, they can't really hear the questions because like the echo is like it's so crazy. Yeah, they can't hear the question. Like I can kind of hear it, but then the echo just drowns out the question. So I'm like, oh man.
But you know when Roger said
coming right back.
when Roger said that Valentina was like in good spirits, I wanted to ask him like, well, of course she would be in good spirits. She got paid the check she was expected to get paid, and now she feels all this confidence that people are so nervous fighting her that they just pull out. They pull out the day before or the day of. It's like, I mean, it sucks for her that she doesn't get the fight because she wants to fight and she wants to be world champion. But I mean, now the world knows that when it comes to Valentina, people are a little bit sketchy to fight her, like Chris Cyborg. You know, Valentina's the boogie woman at 125.
Oh, I knew that was the 125. I knew she was gonna be the boogie woman.
Yeah, man.
The real boogie woman is coming for you, Nicco.
Yeah, Roger. Let's see how he sound now.
Okay, Roger, are you back? I think he may have logged in and come back out. Okay. Hey, Roger. Is he there?
Might be on mute. I'm not sure.
Nah, he's not on mute. That's one thing I hate about Google Hangouts sometimes. It's like, you know, because the echo.
Yeah.
If you're sitting too close, like if your microphone and speakers are, man, that feedback ridiculous, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had that problem a few times on a few of my live streams. I had to restart and reboot and everything. It was ridiculous.
But I tell you this, man, Valentina, she's never really been about the money so much. It's more about the craft, you know, of actually being the best martial artist on the planet. So
go for legacy.
Yeah, man, she want to fight the best, man. And see, I always debunk these people, man. I debunk all these people when they say, well, you know, Valentina don't really deserve this, but you know, she's not afraid to fight anybody. You know, she get in there and fight whoever she got to fight, and you know, she don't complain. You know,
yeah.
You got very few.
Can you hear me now, Coach? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, no echo. Boy, that thing.
Yeah,
gone.
no echo. All right.
Not better.
Okay. All right. So panel, man, go ahead, man. I've asked him a million questions. I got some, but guys, I mean.
Yeah, man, Roger, man, it's good having you on, man. It's first panel I had. I heard you on Coach a lot, but man, first time on. But yeah, I know you already said she's in good spirits and everything. But I know, but when you train so hard for 8 to 10 weeks and then this happened on the day of, that's good that she was able to keep her composure. But she definitely should be the first one fighting for that vacant belt, man. Easily, she got to be in line to fight for that vacant belt. Yeah, so man, who you think would be a good fit for her to fight, like in the long run, in the future, rather the future coming up?
You know, what's great is, yes, you know, if you've ever fought or, you know, even any competition or just anything you've dedicated yourself to and you don't get to finish it, you know, it's like unfinished business. So like this, I mean, she put her heart and soul into this. I mean, again, Valentina, she takes this stuff very seriously. And, you know, the division would develop very quickly if many took it as seriously as she did. I mean, she dedicates herself to this. She dedicates herself to her fans. I mean, it takes a lot of energy to do this stuff. And the UFC, they recognize this. I mean, we hear all kind of things. And, you know, Dana White said, yes, you know, yes, yes, Nicco got stripped the title. Yes, there's a vacant title. Yes, Valentina is going to be the next one fighting for it. And they're in the process of finding an opponent. They have someone in mind. They're looking to get that fight nailed down very soon and have that fight happen very soon. But it will be with a consummate professional. It won't be with someone that's going to do something like this and have weight issues. We will not even entertain something like this ever again.
Wow.
Well, there goes Sarge Eubanks out the door. She done.
Yeah, there goes Sarge Eubanks. There goes Nicco. But Roger, I have a question. So you said that
Okay.
Valentina is in good spirits and everything, and I'm very happy about that. But do you feel like, I mean, I know she got, I mean, Ariel Helwani said that she's been compensated, so I'm assuming she got her check, and that's great. But I just want to know, like, how does Valentina do you feel like maybe she's in such, like, she's content and so much peace because she now knows that she really is the boogie woman at 125, and that, you know, this is the second time this has happened where a woman is pulled out on the day of or the day before the fight, and it just it's a testament to her skill level and how great she is that these women, when Valentina's name pops up, they're a little bit nervous, they're a little bit sketchy, they don't really want to talk about her, or they got to take extra time to prepare. Like, she's basically the Chris Cyborg at 125 in these lower weight classes. Like, how does she really feel about that? How does she feel about that?
I mean, Valentina is so humble. She really focuses on her opponent. She focuses on performing. She doesn't really get caught up in, like, ego stuff, like what people think about her. She doesn't really, I mean, she's just a person that she's just very non-assuming, and none of that stuff ever even crosses her mind. It's just not in her character. And it's like in our, you know, and like our team is just not built around that kind of stuff. I mean,
right.
I said before, you know, like people say, oh, Champ, you know, what about Champ? It's just, you know, that's not our team. That's not her. It's, I mean, I will tell you, I can't tell you, you know, Valentina, she just doesn't, that doesn't make her tick. I mean, I will tell you this, that I think that she is the boogie woman of 125. From me. That's my personal opinion. That's seeing her train with others. I know that there's others that have trained with her that can't hang. They train a day, they can't hang. And there's a long list of those, and several are in the UFC.
And you know, that actually reminds me a lot of Chris Cyborg, because Chris Cyborg is the same way. Like Valentina, she's very humble. She's very kind. She's very open. She's willing to learn. Just like Valentina, they're not so. She's not self-absorbed. She's not egotistical. She doesn't she doesn't think she's the best. She never underestimates her opponent. So I notice a lot of similarities between Valentina Shevchenko and Chris Cyborg. And I would love for the coach to do like a comparative video about Valentina and Chris Cyborg, especially like whenever Valentina wins the flyweight belt. It would be great.
Well, I think, you know, I know Coach is a big fan of Chris. You know, there's, you know, always the potential that Valentina and Chris will work together. You know, in the future, especially with the Nunez fight coming up, and it's going to depend. It's going to depend on some timing, you know, for things that might happen, you know, toward the end of the year. But I think, I mean, you watch Chris, you watch her videos, you watch her training. I mean, she's really dedicated to the craft. Valentina is the same way. I mean, Chris is very dedicated to all aspects of training. I don't think she gets enough credit for that. You know, it's really hard to appreciate unless you're committed the way those athletes are. I mean, they've gotten that good. It's not by accident. I mean, when you have people throwing punches at you and trying to put harm on you, you know, it's no joke. And, you know, Chris is blessed. She's tremendous physical, you know, she's just gifted. But at the same time, she's very sweet, very humble. She came on the show. Obviously, she's friends of the show. I mean, and that's a testament to all you guys. I mean, that's kind of how I got connected with Coach. We've talked. You know, he's no nonsense. I mean, people that get offended, I mean, you know, it is what it is. I mean, there's always going to be detractors. There's always going to be haters. And I like how this group has, you know, stays pretty steady and no nonsense. I mean, even you, Brian, I mean, we've thrown some stuff at you before because of things you've said. But overall, I've said this before, I enjoy your perspective. I enjoy that your passion and the work that you do for the ladies. I mean, that's, to me, it's invaluable. I think it goes a long, long way because you can go anywhere and find discussion about the guys everywhere. And the ladies, like this particular card, even though we lost this fight,
look at the other ladies that are fighting on the card. These are all talented women. They're all talented ladies. They have tremendous, I mean, it's incredible. You go from the top all the way down to where they're on the Fight Pass. I mean, I got to see them here. I got to see them in the training rooms. I got to see their work ethic. It's pretty impressive. I mean, you guys get to see glimpses on the embedded series. In the teams, it's tough to do because you don't want to show things, or you don't want to, people don't want to show their hand or what their game plan, or if they're struggling making weight. But all these things kind of roll out and you can see them, because there's 2 training rooms like at our hotel here. And you have a group, you have a red corner and you have a blue corner. And everybody goes and stuffs in this small space unless you go off campus, like we usually go off campus and train. And we'll spend a little bit of kind of do some, strategy and tactics, a little bit light training, and maybe some very specific things. But we do the grind usually off campus. Some teams, they never leave the hotel. And so we get the story, we knew the story of what was going on. I heard many people that we knew, friendly with, other people that we didn't just got to know, that were telling us the story of all this, stuff that rolled out with when Nicco was training, how she was training, where she was, what was this last night, and what how things, in their perspective of how things shook out. So again, you guys kind of hear bits and pieces, like, for example, well, why didn't we accept or why didn't the UFC want this fight? They wanted it. They did not want Valentina and Nicco dropping off this card.
Right.
They did not. The second, they did not want Valentina dropping off the card. But first, they wanted the fight to happen. And then, it's just all about, it's really about commitment and being committed to your craft. And, again, I'm lucky that I happen to manage an athlete that is truly a world-class, not only a world-class athlete, world-class fighter, but a world-class and genuine person. So it really makes my life easy. Really, I mean, it really does. I have many that, now I've managed several fighters, and we all kind of have, like, there's kind of a core to all of them. And so I'm very lucky. But let me tell you, it's the last 24 hours have been very interesting for me. I'm looking forward to getting some sleep tonight, but I'm very disappointed that I won't get to see Valentina fight tomorrow.
Oh.
So,
man.
Thanks for the compliment, Roger.
Yeah, so keep grinding.
Thank you. And also, I wanted to point out, do you feel like the reason that the thing that separates Valentina and Antonina Shevchenko and Chris Cyborg, what separates them from everybody, is the fact that they basically live and breathe fighting? Like, when they're not training in Muay Thai or MMA, they're like doing boxing. Because I know you said a few months ago that Antonina has a degree in boxing or something like that.
She does. She does. She has 2. She has a degree in boxing. She has a degree in cinematography also.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So
extremely, like,
you can take a photograph of somebody getting
extreme, the history of how this works, like in Kyrgyzstan, their whole university system or sports systems were built from the Soviet Union, the USSR, from way back. In that part of the country, and in Kyrgyzstan specifically, in Olympics, you look at, like, Russia, there, you can name them: hockey, just some of them. But in combat sports, it was boxing. They were always good at boxing. They're always really good at wrestling and judo. Those are so in Kyrgyzstan, like, freestyle wrestling, Greco wrestling, judo, for all of USSR, the bulk of their athletes came from there, Dagestan, and different parts, of Russia. So even yesterday, when Daniel Cormier was interviewing Valentina, and he said, yeah, he goes, most people have no clue about Kyrgyzstan and their wrestling. He said, in fact, I'd wrestled in the World Championship, and I came up and had a matchup against a guy from Kyrgyzstan. He goes, I took him completely. I was like, who's this guy? he's from this little country. I'm not even going to warm up. He goes, and I lost to him.
Wow.
Yeah, and he said I had several other matches over the course of my competition in the World Championships where I had, some of my toughest matches against guys from Kyrgyzstan. So I know there was some discussion before about grappling and wrestling and all these things, but where Valentina came up, it was in the hub of all this kind of stuff. So again, people don't know the pedigree, and it's not something that we're going to really brag about, but it's just the reality of knowing like the history of the part of the world where she grew up and Antonina grew up as well. But it does, because they are dedicated to their craft. You don't see Chris isn't out getting into a bunch of nonsense. She's mature. Same with Antonina and Valentina. They live and breathe their craft, martial arts, and constantly developing to be a better person. They're not out getting involved in nonsense and other things, which a lot of young athletes do.
Right.
They can go, it's easy to get distracted. You get a little fame, you go here, you go drinking, you go out partying a little bit, and all that's good, especially when you're 19, 20, it all happens. But some of these athletes, they carry that with them as they go into their 20s and 30s. And, I had a coach once in football, and he said, every day you drink, you lost, because you'll never be as good as you were if you're training seriously and you're drinking alcohol. It sets you back every day, and some drink more than others.
So that coach.
And I'm not being a teetotaler, but as being a professional athlete, that's something that you have to consider.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely, man. Because
Go ahead, Keith.
Because I just started, man, boxing myself, man, and I don't be drinking or nothing, smoking none of that. And plus, I'm 30, and I got into it late. So at the same time, man, you so right, man, because I feel like I already started late. So I feel like I don't need no setbacks to set me back even more. So, man, that's definitely a good point with that.
Yeah. Hey, Roger, speaking of wrestling, boy, it's time to, it's time to kind of get some debunking going on. Now, this whole thing, and let's talk about one of my other favorite fighters, Antonina Shevchenko. Roger, can we just get an explanation? Because for some reason, people think that Antonina Shevchenko does not know how to wrestle. And, could you maybe speak on some of her credentials? How are these people going to explain this?
Hey, I like that. I think everybody should think that Antonina does not know how to wrestle. I think it's great. So let everybody keep thinking that. I'm not even.
Yeah, I was having this discussion with Mary. The woman that the coach thinks is a sociopath. I don't even think that, but whatever. I was having this conversation with her the last day or so, and she was trying to say that Antonina is probably, she could lose to Ashley Evans Smith because Ashley's experienced in wrestling. I'm like, okay. Antonina might not have the greatest takedown defense, but she knows how to defend herself against on the ground. She does it really well. Like whenever she's taken down to the ground, she knows what she's doing, and she knows how to get back up and to defend against submissions and stuff like that on the ground. So I was just saying that maybe she could be the next like Joanna, where she uses all of her grappling experience to defend herself against submissions and against grapplers, and then just beat them up on the feet. That's what I think.
Man. Ashley Evans Smith ain't whooping no Antonina on nowhere.
Oh yeah, Ashley doesn't stand a chance. She doesn't stand a chance. Yeah.
I don't think so either, but I did want to ask Roger, since we have the privilege of having him on. Since Antonina's fighting at 125 and so is Valentina, do you think that will be a problem in the future? Or some people believe Valentina might actually want to go up and challenge Amanda Nunez for a third time. Do you think that would happen? Or do you think there might be an issue of Antonina climbs the rankings?
Between those two, there will never be an issue. They won't fight each other. Their mother wouldn't have any part of it. They have no interest in doing it. It's just, it's kind of like, it's interesting to talk about. It's always going to be a narrative that someone brings up, because it is kind of like a fantasy thing of somebody wanting to have that. It's kind of like a reality show conflict kind of level to it, But, the real deal of that is, I think you'll see, and this is just my opinion, I think, Antonina is a very good fighter. And of course, she made our transition from Muay Thai to MMA, but it's not really a transition. She started out in MMA, and then she had to, because really, you hear about it in the States. You hear always, the narrative of this person was the pioneer of MMA. But actually, if you look, Antonina and Valentina had fights many years before several of these women. And then they fought the women that were available to fight. And then I guess the number just dried up. There just wasn't many. And so from there, they were professional fighters. They had to look for fights. So it was easier to find kickboxing fights or Muay Thai fights because, MMA is kind of fledgling then, and there was only a handful of countries that it was really popular in. So, or let me say, relatively popular. So, people really underestimate Antonina, and that's a good thing. It's to me, it's perfect for our team.
Man, they was even doing some comparisons, man, to her and Mackenzie Dern. I'm like, man, come on, man. See, there are a whole lot of levels, man. It's just, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain, man. Like the levels that things that Antonina can do in the octagon versus what like a fighter that's trying to defeat Antonina, can't do. And I always have the argument that Antonina, she's not a Muay Thai fighter in the octagon. She's a complete fighter, just like Valentina. Because they study under the same system. Old Pavel has a plan. And he been pretty getting them right for all these years. So I don't know, like I don't see how a person can think, oh, Valentina, hey, she got a great ground game, but if they've been training in the same system, doing a lot of the same things, then I mean, how can you not think Antonina has a ground game as well, or don't have one? That always really gets me going.
Well, just look back at Valentina's career, and what's interesting is when you have a certain amount of skill, you don't always have to show your full hand. It's like poker, you have a good hand, you don't always show your hand. You have a weak hand, then you try to show all your hand. So Valentina is still, you guys haven't seen her full hand of what she has.
We was gonna see it all tonight, but man, we got robbed of that.
Yep.
How's Nicco gonna explain that?
125, you're gonna see it. 125, you're gonna see Valentina pull out a lot of tools that you didn't see at 135. And for anyone that continues a narrative to say they didn't think Valentina deserved to have a title shot is, again, it's so ludicrous, because you can talk about it or whatever, but Dana White, he said it tonight. Guess who's going to get the title shot next? It's going to be Valentina. He didn't say anybody else. He didn't say anybody from the Ultimate Fighter. He didn't say anybody else. That's who's getting it. They're working on another deal. When it comes together, I'm sure it's going to be a great fight. But like I said, for us, the social experiment is over with having people that are not consummate professionals and spending 8 weeks of training to have this ever happen again. Won't happen.
Do you think that when whoever Valentina fights, do you think Dana White will try to do what he did for the Tough 26 and have like different, flyweight fights and have a backup just in case Valentina's opponent pulls out the day of or on the day of the fight? So they already have a fighter who's ready to fight for the vacant belt against Valentina?
They do some different things. And, like they had one that was heir apparent where they had Usman, he actually stepped on the scale and weighed in because they were that concerned about the situation. Right. There's a lot of, again, there's so many behind the scene things that happen with this whole process. There was actually plans in place and stop measures so this didn't happen. The problem is really a matter of timing, and also some others maybe not taking the whole opportunity that was given to them. Because just because you're on a card doesn't mean that you are going to be guaranteed to be moved up and someone's moved off. Like I said, there were 2 fighters here as guest fighters. There was 2 of them. Okay. Now, unfortunately, neither one of them were able to make the weight. If one of those two was able to make weight, they would have had a fight this weekend. If they would have been able to make 125, they'd have had a world title fight. If they'd have been able to make 129, they would have had a fight.
So why do you think they didn't do that? Why do you think they didn't really take that opportunity?
That's you can't speak for another fighter.
Okay.
Can't speak for them. I mean, that's just they one may have a fight booked. One, again, when we see tweets that someone said, "I'm here, I'm ready in case something happens," we take it seriously if that's an option. But again, like I told you guys, it's easy to shoot a tweet out. It's not always easy to say yes when the phone call comes.
Right.
So and that's the reality. And that's not knocking on one anyway, but that's the game that happens in the gamemanship for people to get publicity or try to. You guys wonder why fights don't happen. You guys, you may see, well, so-and-so's tweeting this and the other one tweets this and the fight won't get made. You never know what happens behind the scenes of why those fights don't get made. But a lot of times, it's there's more gamesmanship behind the scenes than you guys know about.
Do you think that Valentina is going to fight at Madison Square Garden?
That I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think so. I don't believe so.
Okay.
But we don't know. We don't know exactly when, but we know a range that they're looking at. And there's certain events, but I think you guys will have an answer, really quickly, because they want to get that fight booked and get it done, because they want this division. They want this division to get. I think a reporter used the term back on track. They want to get this division up and running, because. And I know some people in the division might even get their feelings hurt over it, but all in all, 1 year from now, this division will look different. There's going to be some that are here that are no longer here. There's going to be some outside that are here, and this I think will be one of the most exciting divisions for women. It'll be 115 and 125 will be going neck and neck. There's, in my opinion. Not taking anything away from the others, but 125 and 115 are going to be neck and neck for the top two women's division, and actually probably one of the most exciting of men and women, in my opinion, as well.
That'd be great.
So what? Hey Roger, real quick, man. What do you guys think? I don't even know if Valentina have seen it yet. Amanda Nunez is taking shots at Valentina. She told Valentina to, shut up and stop whining.
You know how much attention we give Amanda Nunez? It has a negative in front of that number, I can tell you that. Yeah. Because Amanda Nunez should worry more about promoting herself, being able to sell big fights on her own, rather than worrying about Valentina.
She better worry about this ass whooping she got coming to her, boy, because that thing coming fast and furious. She better worry about that.
That's actually a good question I have for Roger.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to say, do you think that part of the reason that they were so insistent on getting another title fight for this card is that the UFC might have not had confidence in Nicco showing up? Because part of the reason they put Darren Till in the main event is because they needed a main event. And I was thinking, well, they already got one title fight, so do you think that has something to do with them maybe being a little unsure if Nicco might show up?
No, I don't think that had anything to do with it. Okay. I think from a pay-per-view standpoint, I think having two title fights is pretty smart business for them. So, a lot of it, if you look where the titles fall, you have titles and titles that need to be defended, and you look at the schedule, obviously now they want to. Most titles, pretty much all titles, are a pay-per-view. So those come and they fall in certain order. So that's what I think happened. I think that's what I believe that happened.
Wow. I was just a little curious because they had like a replacement for the Till versus Woodley fight. And it's like, well, damn, I wish we'd had a replacement for this fight now.
They really did have two replacements.
Oh, okay. For this fight and
two best fighters.
But was there anybody in the UFC really pushing somebody like Caitlin or the other fighter to really try and make 125 or to get close? Because there seemed to be, like with Usman, there seemed to be like a big thing. Like Usman has to make weight; he has to be there.
Well, there's different mechanisms for this. They do have like where he was an official backup,
Gotcha.
like I'm sure he was paid to do that. Okay, and they do that from time to time. But I think what I believe, and again, I'm not speaking for the UFC, I believe that along the way they had mechanism in place to check on Nicco to make sure that she was doing what she needed to do. Of course, they're not able to hold their hands. Some of this is through communication, through, it'd be like you and I, and you're going to fight, and I have to trust you and say, okay, what's your weight? Where are you at? And you tell me the number, and I have to presume that you're a professional. You tell me that weight, and we go, yep, you're on target. No reason for us to worry about you missing weight because you haven't missed weight before. But, if that information, let's say there was a miscommunication somewhere along the way, then obviously then here we are. Because, I saw Nicco, we saw Nicco all week. I don't see any reason why she missed weight. I can't. I've seen fighters where I knew they were going to miss weight. It's like, man, they're trying hard, they're suffering, and it just didn't happen. This was a systematic failure of professionalism to make sure that Nicco got there and fought between her and her team.
Oh, so you feel like there was a conspiracy that it was deliberate, that Nicco and her team deliberately decided not to make the weight, hoping that they would keep the belt?
No, I'm not. Well, if they thought they were going to leave or get around Valentina by doing this, I think they were sadly mistaken. I think, there's a couple theories but if you, like I said, I saw Nicco, she was very bubbly, very kind of like, actually, I thought that she wasn't taking the whole process seriously. You can go and you see, with the embeddeds, you see them interacting with the UFC staff, you see them doing interviews, you see these things, and you see people that are nervous, you can pick up on their nerves, you can see the ones that are just focused. I mean, you see all these different interactions of people, and everyone's different. In all fairness, everyone's different. But my take, when I saw this happening, and I think others would probably agree too, is there just didn't seem a sense of urgency to focus or be serious. It seemed like it was kind of a joke. And the joke, I think, showed itself. I mean, like, for example, do you see our team or Pavel going and doing interviews? No. Another coach, I think Nicco's coach, went on and said, she's on weight, she's good to go, she's going to kick everybody's butt, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But someone should have been monitoring Nicco along the way and said, Nicco, we think you're a little heavy. You need to be running a little bit, or you need to do this a little bit, and hold her accountable. That's where I think it was a systematic failure. Someone was more interested in doing an interview than making sure Nicco was on weight. And that's just the hard, cold facts. That's the whole hard facts. There was a lot of, you watched the interview, I heard you guys talking about the team. The team and how awesome and how impressed you were. But when it came down to it, somebody failed Nicco, or Nicco failed the team.
Okay.
Because I know how our team works. If someone sees something going on, we talk. There's one person that's going to go and deliver the message of what we need to do and what needs to change. We have a head coach. Pavel's the head coach. But, we all talk. And so, like I said, I don't have a clue how they work. But, for example, I'm going to give you another example. I think the embedded showed Nicco to go to Colorado, to go to an event, to go do this. If someone invited Valentina to go, the answer would be 100% no. I'm focused on my fight. I can't travel. I have enough obligations as it is. Because without the result of the fight being positive, none of all that PR stuff, none of all that other stuff makes one bit of difference. So all that great PR, all that great, posturing at the face-off. When it mattered, none of that mattered because the fighter wasn't able to step on the scale and make weight, and we don't have a fight. So our priority in my job is to filter out all that stuff, is to filter out like, okay, we need to do these things. And part of that's like, looking at Valentina, I can look at Valentina and go, okay, she's had enough of this. And we have to try to reschedule or move schedules or, everything is managed around Valentina to get into the octagon.
Okay.
It isn't managed about me. You never see me. It isn't about me. It isn't about Pavel.
That's a great point, Roger, because I was watching the embeddeds and everything, and I saw Nico's coaches actually a couple times, and the gym and everything, and you really don't hear. I saw Pavel a couple times, but yeah, you don't really hear from Nico's or Valentina's camp as much because they're not in it for the spotlight.
We're not the fighters. We're not in it. Like I said, is her success is my success. That's it. Pavel, they want Pavel to talk.
I was going to say that you said that you feel like someone on Nico's camp might have failed her. So with that statement, do you believe that maybe this wasn't Nico's fault, or do you kind of believe?
It all goes.
They all kind of know
the fighter. It all goes to the fighter.
Okay.
But I'm saying collectively, again, I don't know how their team works. I'm just telling you from what I saw collectively. Okay. Like when you see Valentina, you're going to see one of us with her, right. And that's just the process. Yeah. And it's not because she can't do it on her own. It's like we're a team. We saw Nicco. She was by herself at times. She was with her team at times. I can't speak for her team. I just made an observation. I'm just telling you, you have a result of what happened. And there's all these things along the way is where if you get caught up in, like, for example, these embeddeds are like movies. And you can create a narrative. Their job is to create a narrative to make interest of something you haven't seen, and you can fall victim of playing into that if you haven't done it before. We just take a little different approach, and I always reserve the right to be 100% wrong. But from your perspective of what you saw, and the results, what do you think?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like I said, you won't ever see us. Because one, it's different because, like, for example, we don't have a gym that we have to push to try to sell. Pavel trains the girls. He's their professional, the coach. He has other athletes that he coaches too. And so usually we're at a visiting gym when we're going to go. Like if we go to, 303 in Denver, or if we're training at, we've trained at a couple places in Houston, whether it's Heritage and Houston Muay Thai, Bushiban, trained in the past at Gracie Barra, Texas. And when Valentina was in Florida, she trained at multiple gyms. It's because she has a personal coach, and Antonina can travel and be, a training partner, a great training partner.
Extremely
but at the same time, Pavel has a system that he's developed over the years that he can travel with Valentina. You saw it on the embedded, as she said, I can train anywhere. He can take athletes and he can travel anywhere. And when we have fight camps, we don't have to have like a particular person, and they don't have to be awesome, because Pavel knows he has his experience and his, I guess, genius. He has developed a system where people can come in and have these, fight preps, and it works out for Valentina. She gets what she needs, and actually people that train will actually learn along in the process as well. So it's pretty incredible, like I said. So, again, I'm not throwing blame. Blame's kind of a rough deal. It just seems that if you look at the result, something failed. Something happened.
Right. That's great. That's a lot of great information. So did you just feel like, because it makes sense, because it doesn't make a lot of because Nicco's always been able to make 125 like her whole career. That's her weight. So for her to like not be able to make the weight all of a sudden is just kind of weird.
One would think, yeah. One would think.
Dang, boy. I'm dropping some
Well, you know,
serious
like
heat.
for example, like when Antonina made the commitment, you know, when she decided, you know, look, yeah, I think I'm going to fight at 125. She did some weight, you know, some tests of weight
Right.
cutting
Yeah.
to make sure that she wasn't. And again, it's like being a consummate professional. She knows from years and years that this is the process we have to do, because they fought same day. They had to cut weight and fight on the same day when they fought in IPMA and Muay Thai. So cutting weight was no stranger, but they had to make some, you know, tweaks here and there. But she knew that, yes, I got to 125. Yes, I'm good. Yes, I can fight here. Yes, these are the things I have to do. And it's going to take me this amount of time to get there. And realistically, with Nicco, she had plenty of time to get down to the correct weight. Like I said, it just, there's so many theories. We've had people come up to say, you know, like, you know, she just didn't want to fight, or she didn't take it seriously, or, you know, there's all these theories, but it doesn't really, none of that matters. What matters is the fight didn't happen. There was a bunch of people that spent a lot of time, and there was a lot of money spent promoting this fight, and to have it fall apart like this it's just completely, it's really it's shocking, to be honest with you. It really is shocking.
Yeah.
Dang, he said it's shocking. He said it's shocking bad, man.
Well, you know, I got a phone call in the middle of the night, and it was late at night, and I answered the call. I was like, "What's wrong?" And then I got the information, and I didn't get anything definitive. It was just kind of like, well, there might be a problem. We don't know if there's going to be a problem, but there might be a problem. And then in the morning, when we got the word that there was a problem, you know, it was like a, you know, punch in the gut. But it really is disappointing. And, you know, again, to have someone lose that opportunity is for them as an individual. Because, I mean, I don't think that no one, you know, having that belt is life-changing to many people. And to have that slip through your fingers for what happened is it's crazy.
And real quick, Rugby Queen, she's a big fan of this channel, and she felt disappointed because she actually believed Nicco would show up. So I have to ask you this, Roger. Did you fall for that like a lot of us? Like, it was so close to the fight. We thought it was going to happen.
I didn't fall for it.
I did.
No. I mean,
I know Valentina didn't.
No, Valentina didn't. And, you know, part through the process, I'm the one that's communicating with the UFC, and we're communicating and checking and finding out and all these things. And to be honest with you, I think all of us were caught by surprise. I mean, like when you, for example, and I'm going to use a football analogy, I think everybody was on the high guard going from starting on the 20 and driving toward the goal line. And I think when we got to the 1 centimeter line of all this being done, I think everybody let their guard down a little bit. And that's when
I agree.
And it became a complete shit show at that.
That's what I said. Don't feel bad. We all thought it was happening.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad.
Dang.
You know.
Boy, look what
Yeah,
Nicco done
I admit, even though I was like, leading up to it, I was like 40% doubting. And then when finally we got to Thursday, they had to open workouts and did all the interviews, and I was like, okay, now we got to get to the weigh-in. And I went to sleep in the morning, like relatively like the next early in the morning, and I woke up. But I was more confident that maybe the fight would happen. Then I woke up, I'm like, oh, here it is again. Fight's canceled.
Yeah. Well, you know, you have to always have some level of optimism. And, you know, one of the things, because as soon as it started leaking out in the media, obviously they're blowing my phone up and looking for answers. And there's no answers to give because no one knew anything that was going on other than that Nicco had went off campus for, you know, to be checked out or whatever. And
when I woke up, my YouTube channel was blowing up, and I started getting these comments on old Nicco videos that I had made months ago. I'm like, no, I'm serious. Like, you know, the old video that I made on Nicco has like over 800 something views. So they're like people posting on that video. I'm like, yo, what's going on? They're like, Nicco didn't show up to the octagon. I'm like, what? Oh man! So I now went on MMA Junkie, MMA News, Bad Left Hook. I went all over Google to see this was like, and it was real. Everybody said it. It was real.
So, are you still a Nicco fan?
Nah, I'm done. I'm done.
Oh,
I even made a video. I made 2 videos, and one of the videos I even said I'm not a Nicco fan anymore. I'm done. This is the last straw.
Okay.
It's over.
You know, what's crazy is, you know, it's hard enough to start building your fan base. I mean, it takes work. Let me say that. It can be easy, it can be hard, depending on the fights. You know, what happens in fights. I mean, literally, with a knockout, all of a sudden you get hundreds and hundreds of thousands of followers that you didn't have before. But I saw that, and it's really to really turn off fans like that, you really have to kind of go over the top. It's actually pretty saddening for her career to see that happening.
Yeah,
because you were a hardcore Nicco fan, where you were arguing, and arguing with Coach, arguing with other people
in a playful way, of course. I mean, I knew Nicco was going to get destroyed.
Of course, of course, I knew that. I knew that too. And then you'd come. Well, I'm still a fan. I think Valentina may beat her to death, but I'm still a fan of Nicco.
Yeah,
but I mean, there was a lot of fans like that, and I think a lot of those fans are going to disappear. I mean, there were a lot of casual, because there were a lot of people who were rooting for her as the underdog, and I'll tell you what, there's a lot of people here in Dallas that came here to see that fight. There's a lot of people here that came to see that fight.
I know.
We saw it on social media. We've heard it. People in lobbies. I know people. I mean, personally, they're still coming, but they were so shocked. They're like, well, we know people that aren't coming now, and so the UFC they take a loss out of this deal. I said, is a co-main event like this. That was it was a true co-main event. It was Darren, it was the Woodley Till, but inside of American Center, there was Shevchenko and Montano on the marquee as well. Wasn't just one, it was 2.
And there were our hardcore MMA fans that watched Tough 26 like every episode.
Sure.
So we knew a lot about her and her fighting style and what she did. So for this to happen, it's a big blow.
Oh yeah. I mean, it is, and Hope can recover from this, but it's going to be a long road.
Yeah.
But it will. I mean, your life, your earning potential just changes so much.
And this is why Conor McGregor has such a big fan base, because people know that he's going to show up. He's reliable. People depend on him, and that's why he always shows up.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, there's numerous things. He's just has a tremendous amount of charisma. He does. He says, "I'm going to do this in a fight," and he had a streak where he did. And yes, and when he went there, he handled himself very professionally. Until this last incident, I guess you could make an argument that wasn't the case, but yes, I mean, that's how you build a fan base. Is you can't be flaky. If you're a flaky fighter, you're done. I mean, the fans, you'll lose your fans. You won't be able to command that fan base, and because people just know you're not reliable, and the fans want to come and see. If you're going to go spend, tickets, they vary anywhere from $80 to $1,000. Mm-hmm. So people spend a couple $100 easily at a UFC event for a ticket that they may have never. I mean, I saw comments of, well, I've never been to a UFC event. This is my first one, and so excited. And then the same people were putting comments, yes, I was so excited about coming, and now I'm not. Now this fell apart. I'm disappointed, and to those people, that's just terrible. And the same, I saw people saying, yeah, I've never bought a pay-per-view before. Now for this one fight, I'm going to buy a pay-per-view, and they're going to be jaded. They're going to be very scary about, with that fighter, of ever getting emotionally or financially invested in that fighter ever again.
So do you think that rubs off on Valentina a little? Like maybe her opponent's going to get scared.
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't see that. I don't see that at all. I mean,
That's just
you
a
look
Nico
at.
thing.
I mean, no, I don't. I don't see that at all. I mean, the thing with Valentina, she has a global presence. She's a global draw, and so that's what's unique. She speaks 3 languages. So when she, like this fight week, again, you guys don't see behind the scenes, she does media in English, which y'all might see. She does English or media in Spanish, media in Russian. Plus, there's other media from
Yeah, that
all
goes
over the
under the
world.
radar. That's a good
Yeah.
That
point.
does.
Yeah.
But she did
Because
that
even
show.
the UFC have the way their social media works is you may not see UFC Russia feeds. You probably don't see them the way like
Hmm.
Facebook or
Right.
Twitter works. And so I know for Facebook for sure it's geographic. So there's Brazil. Brazil does their own promotion, and like UFC Espanol, they did a show. It's called UFC Origins. It was in Spanish. It aired on Fox. It aired on like 3 different stations, and it showed Valentina's background. It was really an
Yeah, I
incredible
saw that.
production piece, and it started with when she was a kid all the way up to her fight with Nico, and it talked about her background with her mother, her sister, Pavel, uh, all of her fights. It was really, really good. Unfortunately, it wasn't in English, but hopefully one day they'll do make that same show in English. And there's several other TV shows that are being rolled out with Valentina. I mean, uh, said she has a lot to offer in the promotion for the UFC. I think they realize her value because she's very well liked, she's very well spoken, and she's literally 125. She's no matter what anybody whines about of her having one fight, she's fought her whole career at 125, fought at 135. And one of the reasons that Valentina fought at 135 is because she hits, there's numerous reasons, but one is the fact that over the years, she's had a ton. I bet you Valentina's had over 100 people duck her and walk out on a fight that she had booked, contract, trained, ready to go, and they escape. That's she always says they escape. And so if you've done that and you're cutting weight, you only have so many of those weight cuts in you. So I think at some point in time when that happened, I think she just decided I'm not going to do that anymore. And then it stuck at 135. But it's probably some history that you guys didn't know about either.
Wow.
Okay, well, I was going to say thank you guys.
Right on time.
I actually have to go. So thank you, Roger. This has been a privilege. Coach, you, sir, are God amongst men for letting me on this panel. And everybody else on the panel.
You the man.
But yeah, I got to get off right now. My girl just got off work, so I got to go somewhere. But thank you guys. And Roger, again, it's been a complete pleasure. And Coach, thanks for having me on the panel. But yeah, I got to dip off for now. So thank you guys, Roger, Brian, and also Body Snatcher.
All right, you have a good time.
All right.
You have a good night.
Man,
Full time
for-
MMA.
full time
MMA.
MMA.
Good night.
All right, good night.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Nicco Montano, boy.
It's a lot of good information tonight.
Nicco Montano is famous tonight.
So I missed the
You got
Yeah,
more
he YouTube famous.
So I missed the first part, Coach. So did you? I saw you were going to go in. So did you go in?
Oh yeah, man.
Yep.
I gave it a heat, man, because it's like, damn, the biggest fight of your career, biggest payday of your career, and you just, and we supposed to believe it. We supposed to be stupid, like, hey, Nicco, she's in the hospital. Have some sympathy. Well, I don't give a damn about her sympathy. She picked the right time. You picked the day of the weigh-ins to, go to the hospital. How damn convenient. How convenient. And then, a silly ass coach, oh yeah, we're not worried about Valentina on the ground. We're gonna work on Nicco's weaknesses. We're gonna work on her striking. Her striking is what we're gonna work on, and Nicco will be able to handle herself on the ground. And I'm sitting here like, damn, the nerve of this woman. And you know what? A stupid coach. I used to have respect for her. I don't respect her anymore. A stupid coach. Like, she kind of went in and started running her mouth and. We know all about the bullet. Yeah, this was pre-planned. You told Nicco that, Nicco, I don't think you're ready for this one. And this I said it. Well, Nicco, listen, I gotta be straight with you. I care about your health, and you know, I just don't think you're ready to go in there and deal with the bullet. You know, you're gonna get a hell of an ass whooping in there, and I got to be honest with you. You know, and that's probably what she said, man. You know, and it's pretty evident that these two they talked behind the scenes. They had to. There had to be some kind of conversation going on about, you know, hey, this fight, you know, what could happen, your future. I mean, I even think they probably even said, you know, hey, why not? You can just give up the belt. Hell, you can always fight for the belt again. You know, but you know, this fight not worth it. You know, this fight gonna take years off your career. You already got a hurt foot and you're 30. You know, I don't know.
You know, I couldn't speculate on any of that. You do a good comedy routine there, but you know, like I said, we just measure the result. The middle part doesn't really matter very much. As Valentina said, it doesn't matter, because it doesn't matter. It's the beginning. The beginning was we signed a contract to fight. The end, we did the middle. We did the middle appropriately. We got to the finish line. We were ready to cross the finish line. Valentina was going to bring that belt home with her. There was nothing that Nicco could do to Valentina to prevent that from happening. I can tell you, from watching it to watching other women in 125 that train, you know, that I've seen train at the Performance Institute and other places, they're not on Valentina's level. It's just it's chatter. Anyone thinks they are. It's chatter.
Yeah, it's just chatter. But God, where all the Nicco defenders at? Where these
Man.
guys at? These guys, man.
They're quiet now. They're gone.
Yeah, they gone.
They're quiet.
They quiet, man. They quiet as a damn mouse trying to piss in a pile of possum piss. What these boys quiet?
Wherever they at, you can hear a pin drop.
Yeah, man. God, dog, all of them, man. I get
They fell for the banana in the tailpipe, man. That's it.
Oh man.
You know, I mean, and that happens when you're a fan and you get invested in all this stuff. You start ignoring all the signals and all the reality of things. But you know what? Trust me, there's no glory in, there's no joy in all this. It's really sad. I mean, really, I'll be real with you, because you had a fighter whose career just went, I mean, or went way back, took way many steps back. And then you had Valentina, who worked so hard, who got robbed of the opportunity to go show what she worked so hard for, to show all of you guys. I mean, like I said, everyone on this channel invests time and energy to promote the women in the UFC and other organizations. And the one thing that they owe you guys is to show up and fight.
Yeah, you got that. Couldn't said it no better.
That's what they owe their fans. All that other stuff is cool. If they talk on the radio, cool. If they self-promote, cool. They don't self-promote, cool. The promotion doesn't promote them, cool. But one thing for sure is they got to go and get their butt in the cage and fight. Or it doesn't matter.
And I'm the type, I don't care how the outcome come. Like, if I'm going for a fighter and I root for them, even if they come off not coming with the decision win, I still root for them the same way, exact same way. I don't judge them no less. With any fighter I like.
Well, that's good. You're not a bandwagon fan.
Yeah.
Because it takes a while. You know, some fighters will beat you off the bandwagon. You know, just like what happened. You know, it's happened. I'm sure from this event, there are people that rolled strong, you know, for a long time. But it's really unfortunate. And like I said, you guys at any time y'all can ask me the behind the scenes, like the deals, like you guys were asking about. Why didn't they book these fights? I mean, we were anxious for it to happen. Valentina wanted those fights to happen. She wanted to fight tomorrow night, and she would have fought anybody that was, you know, that they would have put in front of her to fight. The reality is they couldn't make the weight. But, you know, people criticize Lauren Murphy. Lauren Murphy was smart when she went to the tough finale. She said, I'm going as a tough fighter. I'm going in shape in case something happens, because it can happen at any time, and a person's fortune could literally change when they go as a guest fighter if they go in shape, because they can take a fight. They, something happens, they take a fight, and all of a sudden you may not have been in title contention. You may have been 2 or 3 fights out of title contention, and you could be the one fighting for the gold, and it could go your way. So to me, 2 fighters missed an opportunity. They're going to have to fight a couple more fights before they ever get a chance to fight for the
top. If and when, and I say that with a lot of confidence, if and when Valentina becomes champion, are you saying that it will take a long time before Nicco and Sijara Eubanks will really get a fight against Valentina because of how unreliable they've both proven to be?
I can't speak for the organization. They could present that to us tomorrow, and we would have to think about it. But from what we've dealt with, we need some, there just isn't enough history to show that there's conclusive evidence that they can, I mean, do you think it would be smart business? I'll always ask, if you're making your living as a fighter and you're in Valentina's shoes and they offered you Nicco again to fight, what level of confidence would you have that she was going to make weight? Or
Man,
get in the
None.
cage?
Zero. Right.
Well, so would you take the fight?
No, of course not.
Right. Okay. And the same would go with whomever. It's just like, decision tree making. You put the risk, the level of probability plus, and then you calculate that against what the reward of the outcome would be. There's it's decision science. You look at that and you go, this is what I can make if I fight this person based on of them showing up, or this is what I make on this person.
Well, I know you can't speak for the organization of the UFC, but I'm asking, like, for you as a manager, would you be willing to put Valentina through all this again to fight somebody like Nicco and Sijara, who have either trouble making weight or trouble like really showing up? Like would you?
Of course. I mean, as a manager, of course. I mean, you look at it; it's a business, and you look at it, and you just, you look and see, well, is there enough history? Do we have concern? Yeah, we have concern. Those are real concerns, and that can change another fight or two. Things obviously can change, but I can speak for one for sure that had the opportunity, that stood within inches of Valentina with a smirk on her face, turned, grabbed the belt, but she never made it in the cage.
Right.
So,
okay. Yeah.
So if right now tonight you ask me, I would probably laugh. But and again, they stripped her, so it's really not even a point of conversation. Once you go down, once you get to the top, it's not always easy to get back. It's not always one fight you're back, and it's what you bring to the table. Whether you promote, your fan base, your level and skill of fighting. The division's changed. It's not tough anymore.
Yeah.
That's the thing that people keep bringing into the equation. Now you have the bantamweights that are coming down, the strawweights going up. There's a higher quality of fighters that are in the division now, and it's like I mentioned before, a year from now, all these conflicts of or fights are going to happen, and some are going to move up, some are going to move down, some are going to move completely off the roster. There's going to be new ones coming in, because it's not going to be stagnant. It's not the tough house where you have the same people that are there for the duration of the tournament. It's just not. It's just not. And there's kind of like a sorority or fraternity about those that were in there, and they have a connection, and that's cool. But that house is over with.
Right.
It's over with.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Now the division is mature. They're maturing. It's they're gonna have a Valentina. They're gonna have other fights. And the UFC, they obviously recognize that Valentina was she is really talented, 135, and they were not. It was no mistake that they knew she was going to be a killer at 125. I mean, for someone to think that it's the same, that I've heard the argument, which is to me it's ludicrous. But especially if you're fighting down in weight, if you go up in weight, then that's a different story. But if you are doing and had great success up and come down, and you're not, when you come down, you're not having trouble with weight cuts or losing, 20% of your strength trying to be a weight bully or something like that. I mean, Valentina she said it, she's just as strong and twice as fast. And that's scary.
Showed in that Pasillo fight, man, how fast she was and still strong. Yeah, but I enjoyed being on this, man, but I'm about to head out. I seen in the comment section, I've been seeing in the comment section that girl Mary Thomas, man, MMA real well. I don't know if it's up to coach. I know she want to join on this joint.
Oh, wait a minute, she in it?
Yeah, she's asking to join, and I'm about to head on out. I was like, man, you might take my spot. And she's real good too.
Yeah, man, Mary Beast, man, we about to roll out here in a minute.
It's time for me, man. I'm cashed out, guys.
Yeah.
So next time I got to listen to all the live conversation and see what you guys had to say. We'll do it again. But if y'all ever have any questions, y'all want to know what goes on behind the scenes, I'll tell you what I can. I can't always tell you everything, but I can tell you mostly what happens. That's for sure. And the more that you guys know and understand how things work behind the scenes, just don't always believe what you see on Twitter. That's one thing I can tell you.
Oh yeah.
Don't always believe everything that may pop out, and there's different levels of journalism that's out there. I will say that as well. But there's some that are really, really good. They've been in the business for a long time, and they, I don't even know how they get their information, but they do, and they're good at their work. But anyway, you guys have a good night, and hopefully watch the fights tomorrow night, and hopefully y'all will have a fight for Valentina in the next couple days.
Yeah, it won't be the same though without Valentina though.
Thanks a lot, Nico, you asshole. Thanks.
We don't get to see Valentina do her victory dance. That's what I was looking forward to.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys, and again, we always support. If there's anything we can ever do, just let me know, Coach. And thank you guys for the support of Valentina. Y'all been doing that for a while, and also for all the other women fighters. Even if they do kind of step out a little bit, make some mistakes, give them heat, but let's see if they can come back from it. Sometimes they can come back and they'll be better for it. But it's just like Coach. He gave Juliana Pena heat. She came on. It's a great interview because she sells fights very well. And some of this stuff, when these fighters have conflicts, it's selling a fight between camp managers, everything. So again, don't believe everything at its face value. But one thing you can believe is fighters do duck Valentina Shevchenko.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got one that just did now. Nico.
It's like the better you are, man, the more they get ducked. Like I know it's like a good thing and a bad thing for them because they like, well, at least I'm doing something right where they ducking me. But the bad thing is I ain't getting the fights that you really want.
Right.
Yeah, and also these fighters are not getting paid enough to probably fight Valentina. Like if you fought Floyd Mayweather, you're guaranteed to make like $20 million against Valentina. Nah, man, you're gonna get destroyed and just walk away with 100,000.
Yeah.
It's like all that money's gone in like a month.
We're getting destroyed.
Yeah, man, you get destroyed. You only get paid. You get paid like $50,000 or $90,000, and all that money is practically gone by the end of the month. All that money is going to bills, taxes, the government.
Get a good accountant.
Yeah. Get a great accountant.
All right, guys. Well, I got to sign off. It was a pleasure.
All right.
Talk to you guys
Roger.
later.
Good talking to you. Great talking to you, actually.
Yeah, it's great talking to you.
The manager of Valentina Shevchenko, guys, Mr. Roger Allen in the building. Boy, we just brought heat all the way around, guys.
Yep.
Okay, Mary, I honestly was and keep kind of alerted me that you were in the I'm not even looking at the comment thread, so don't always think so gloom and doom that if I ain't answer you, I'm probably not even looking at the comment thread. I'm sitting here just
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sitting here chilling, straight chilling. I'm looking at the whatever thing you call it. So, uh, no, I didn't ignore any question. So yeah, there you go. There you go. Yeah, get your mind right. Get your mind right. My man PK Boxing and MMA is in the building. Okay, there it is. There it is, man. Well, guys, we just had Mr. Roger Allen in the building, man. God, dog, y'all. God, but this stream
Man.
was epic.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was a great
This
stream.
stream
It
was
was great. I'm
epic,
glad
man.
I finally got to get back on because I haven't been on the stream in like a month or longer than that.
Yeah,
Hey,
you. Hey,
some
Brian, how about
gangbusters.
where you been?
See,
Yeah.
man, but now, I'm gonna go ahead and get y'all, man. Hey, we trying to build up to come get this work mobcast, man, and you know, can't even pay people to get on that thing, man. That's all MMA all the time, man. We trying. That's okay though. That's okay. It's
It's
gonna
gonna
grow.
grow. We gonna get
It's
it to
gonna grow.
grow.
When we start getting like 600, 700 people in there at a time watching, yeah, man, y'all want to be on it, man. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
I'm gonna be there on Thursday. I'll
It's
be there Thursday. It's 9 o'clock, right?
Yeah, it's moderated by General Africa, man. It's a
All
ground
right.
floor
You there,
opportunity.
Brian, because
Yes.
you got some good debates, man, where you can keep it rolling.
Yes. And I also piss people off, so that
Yeah, it'd
also
be
works.
funny sometimes. I ain't gonna lie. I'm the laid back one, but I like listening to you and Coach because I'm just laid back and I just
Yeah.
listen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man,
man.
gotta talk about this, and according to Roger Allen, what's weird? Valentina never said what the good news was, because she said that Roger had talked to her, and she said I had he she said that he had good news and bad news. Now Roger didn't tell us what the good news is. Valentina didn't even say what the good news is, so maybe a fight's gonna get announced next week. You know?
Or heck, maybe we might get a surprise and get a fight tomorrow night. Maybe we might get that.
Ooh,
That'll be a surprise for the fans if they just magically make somebody appear. Be good.
Yeah,
It'd be good. It'd be good.
be
But man,
crazy.
Nico
yeah,
But
this
Valentina
Montano.
is fighting in
no,
October under the
hey,
Connor card.
Oh, now you know what? That'd be good. Or you know what? If not on the counter card, Cyborg Nunez. Now,
ooh, that'd be great. That'd
Yeah,
be
that
dope.
would be great.
they fighting on that card, boy. We'll
Yeah,
be
but
doing.
that's also frustrating for Valentina that she has to. That's an 11th month layoff.
I'm about to
Like
say
that's
that's
crazy.
almost 4 months. Almost that is
That's
that. Yeah,
that's an 11-month layoff because she hasn't fought since February. I'm not gonna say that I could do the job better than the UFC, but it would have been better if Valentina had fought Alexis Davis in July for like an interim belt. Like they could have had it like for International Fight Week or maybe in August, and let Nicco recover if she wants to keep on recovering and just let her do her own thing. And you have Valentina
Ah,
fight Alexis
man,
Davis. She beats Alexis. She has the interim belt,
she's not
and
gonna
then they
have.
sign on to fight Nicco. And if Nicco doesn't show up, well, Valentina's the champion. So,
Listen, man, she's not gonna have any more issues with injury. How much you want to bet, man? There
but
gonna be
Nicco,
no
yeah,
more. There gonna be
yeah,
no more
right.
injuries. There gonna be no more hospital visits. Okay, look, man. Nico Montano's been had. Okay, we've been talking about this. We've been talking about this for 8 months, 9 months. I've been talking about this,
Yes.
talking about it, and calling it out, man. Gotta call it out, man. Gotta call it out.
No, you're right. Yeah, Nicco might fight Jillian Robertson. She might fight
Nico,
Jillian Robertson.
Nico does not get a pass, man. Look, we called
Yeah.
everybody out who was ducking. Seemingly, we thought they were ducking. We didn't get them a pass. We didn't give Megan Anderson with her goofy ass. We didn't give her a pass, okay?
Or Jennifer Maya.
Yeah, Jennifer. Well, okay. I don't remember her ducking. I mean, maybe you made a
No, no, no,
video.
no. Jennifer Maya was offered to fight, and you did make a video about that. She was offered to fight.
Damn,
To fight Valentina in February, and you made a video. Jennifer Maya did say she wasn't ready to fight Valentina because of
oh
her
yeah,
injuries during her Invicta Championship fight back in December. Because she fought
man.
that
They
that Russian
always
girl. I forgot her name.
hold
It
on.
was a really good fight.
But they always got. Hold on. They always got an excuse. Look, man.
Yeah, I know.
We,
Yeah, I know.
it's GDR. We talked about GDR. She ducked. Okay, so gave her that work. Man, we started talking about Amanda Nunez. But you know what? I really didn't give it to Nunez as bad when it came to Valentina, because seeing as though she already got a victory over Valentina, I really didn't give it to her as bad, because I'm like, well, maybe she really is trying to get a little bit more time. Physically scared? I don't think so. Nico, physically scared. Jermaine Durandame, physically scared of Cyborg, okay? Megan Anderson, physically scared of Chris Cyborg. And then you had, what's that dude name? Law Sank or Tank, Nick Tano, or I don't know who it was. That fool, that clown, Nick Tano. I think somebody blocked his punk. Sorry, I think somebody blocked him. I think somebody blocked him, got him up out of here. But you know what? You guys, you Nicco defenders, you don't have a pot to piss in, okay? You don't have a pot
Yeah.
to piss in. I'm gonna tell you something right now. And Fat Boy, I want you to look at the screen, Fat Boy. I want you to look at this screen, Fat Boy,
Who is
because
this fat boy guy? I always hear about him.
don't worry
When you
about it,
say
man.
fat boy, I be cracking up every
I know. I
time.
always, I always
And I'ma
laugh,
t-
but I don't even know who the fat boy
Dying.
guy
That's okay,
is. I
man.
have no
That's
idea who
okay.
he is.
Trust me. He's listening. Yeah, you better jolly well, damn well that Fat Boy is listening. And I tell you what, Fat Boy, tell you what. Now I told you, and I explained to you, and I told you in a thread, in a comment. I said that Nicco would probably more than likely find a way out. I told you that, but no. What were you doing? In between your ham and mayonnaise sandwiches, in between all your buffet trips. This is what happens when you, sir, don't listen, okay? All these Nicco fanboys, all of y'all, instead of worried about fighting, okay? Instead of worried about how these ladies fight, y'all looking at how Nicco look. You're looking at Nicco, whatever you're looking at. But you guys, deep down, you guys are a bunch of simps, okay? And I've said this, and you know what? And for all you Nicco fans, I'm not done with y'all, okay? I ain't done with y'all. I'm not through. I'm gonna make up a video, Nicco Montano exposing simps, volume 5, 6, the Nicco Montano edition, okay? And guess what? All you simps on blast, okay? I'm gonna get every last one of y'all, okay? And I'm gonna make a video, put your names out there. Everybody and your mama gonna know you a simp, okay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Get it, man.
because I'll be honest, Nicco, she might be a nice looking lady, but man, I don't go by looks. I go by the attitude and how they carry themselves for the sport, man. Like,
Yeah.
See, they don't got that right, man. I can't bang with. I don't care if they and Beyonce looking. I can't bang with somebody if they don't got the right attitude.
Right.
Man, look, General Africa. Hey, man, General Africa. They can defend Nicco till the wheels fall off the bus. Look, we don't smoke Nicco out. There's nothing else needed, man. Look, they can't defend Nicco. Listen, and y'all can just listen carefully. See, and this for the Nicco defenders. This is for them, okay? See, I'm gonna do y'all a favor, okay? I'm gonna play this one more time for you guys.
And so, in regards to your opponent, do you feel that was that the matchup that you really, when you won the championship, was that the matchup that you saw that would eventually come together, or you thought that was the most appropriate opponent, or is there anyone else that you had in mind that you were targeting?
Yeah, I mean, obviously Sarge, but
That's
not
the
the way
first
it
thing that
happened,
came out of her
so.
mouth.
First name came out of mouth. And for
First thing.
and for you stupid interviewers, Brian, I'm gonna get on these interviewers, man. I know who you guys were talking about. See, this guy kept asking questions, man. He kept asking a question, talking about. He asked the one question, like, yeah, I don't know, fans. They a lot. You got people talking about the credibility of the opponents in the Tough House. Well, he talking about us, man. I mean, on this channel, we the only people we talk women's MMA. Okay, ain't nobody else really talking women. We're talking it. So you know they coming into our live stream. You know good and well they coming into the live stream. That's okay. See, these guys, you know what, Brian J, guys like you, me, full time, get Keith in there somewhere. Man, look, man, we need to ask some real questions, man. I mean, we gotta hurry up and get legitimate, man. We got to hurry up, get legit. Go to these fights. I'm serious. We got to get to these fights.
Yeah, we do.
And we got to ask
Yeah.
some real questions, man, because these guys, man, man, come on. I ain't finna kiss no Nicco butt. I'm not finna kiss Bojangles but dude, I'm gonna ask the question. Look, are you scared? Because it seemed like you scared. That's what I would have said. It seemed like you scared. It seemed like you don't even want to fight, Valentina.
Hey, as long as the plane ticket is free and the hotel, I'm good.
Man,
it don't gotta be free. I'll make a way if it come down to it. Man, but man.
Now the fight's in New York. I'm here. Like Madison Square Garden. Shit, I could walk there.
Yeah. But hey, in General Africa, man, how about this, man? General, see, man, listen. I'm gonna tell you something, man. They all up in here, man. Hey, 70-something people in here, man. It don't even matter, because even if the same, 20 people that roll with me, man, I'm gonna tell you, it wouldn't care as long as I'm talking to them. Like the TJs, I can argue with TJ. I'm good, okay? I can argue with the TCs and the the Dennises. See, I'm good. Brian, Keith, I don't care. See, this the original crew. It don't matter, because see, we know that the other 30 of those people, man, we know that these are people sitting in here, like 7-8 say, still in the game. You know, no, we the only one talking about women's MMA here, Brian. We the only one consistently we do it. Okay?
Yeah.
They sitting in here listening, man. That's all they doing, man. They sitting in here
And
listening.
your channel was like the big
And they
inspiration. Your channel was my big inspiration to really start talking about it. Like, I mean, I remember I watched your video, and you said you were basically telling people in your video, you made a video telling other people to make a video. They have something to say. Like, if you got something to say, make a video. Just make a video. And I was like, well, I got an iPhone, and I'm really pissed off about Amanda Nunez pulling out of the fight against Valentina. So I got to say something. So that's kind of how it started.
Oh yeah,
See,
man.
I don't mind talking. See, I don't mind arguing with TJ. That man, I don't mind arguing with him because at least I know he really is a fan. And see, man,
and he makes points. He makes good points.
You get these guys, and we talking about these news guys, man. These guys is giving these interviews. Okay, that's fine. You can go ahead and ask questions, and I know you listening now. I know whoever you are, dude, you gave Nicco an interview, you listening now. Hey, how about you listen to this, okay? How about you listen to this? I tell you what, we'll get 1,000 more times the interviews, and we'll ask the much better questions, and the fighters will respect us more and not treat us like douchebags like they treat y'all, because they know that what y'all doing is y'all kissing their butt. That's what these fighters know, man. They know you guys are not authentic. Okay, they know you're not authentic, and I'll give you guys this heat. You can call in now. Okay, and it's some of y'all what's that dude named Dre coming in here, Way. See, y'all kiss these fighters' butts, man. That's why they don't respect y'all. They might think y'all cool, but they don't respect y'all, man, because y'all ain't going to ask the right questions. If I'm that guy, I would ask Nicco, yo, why you scared? It seems like you don't want no parts. You don't want no parts of Valentina. Look, that's just how that is, okay?
Well, these guys are so concerned with making money. They want to get their name out there, so they try to be diplomatic and be political. Look, I would love to have extra money, but I mean, I'm not going to sacrifice my constitution to make money.
Man, look, they should have been in there. They should have been giving Nicco that heat. Nicco should have been on fire. Okay, Nicco feet should have been on fire, man. That people heating up so much. Nicco should not have even walked out of that press conference, man, without somebody looking her in the eye and telling her, look here, girl. Hey, I'm going to tell you something. I just don't think you feel like you prepared. I don't think you ready for this fight. But, she was talking real scared, man. She was talking scared. Valentina got all these skills. Well, Valentina got all these skills. Of course. I mean, she Valentina. So why you big up in Valentina's skills? The defenders, well, Nicco respect Valentina as a martial artist. She don't respect Valentina.
No, it was over respect. That's like, it's almost idolization. It's fear. It wasn't like she was giving respect. She was going OD with the praise on Valentina's skill set. It's like, okay, so what are you going to do about it?
Yeah, and them same two punks that interviewed Andrea Lee, yeah, y'all two simps. Forget y'all too, man. It's a whole lot of y'all. It's a whole lot of y'all. Guys, we
that was so funny.
We are definitely we're definitely underground, man. We the underground of MMA. We the underground of women's MMA, man. We the underground. And see, the fighters, they can be candid with us, man. They gonna talk. They gonna talk the talk with us, and we're gonna get these good interviews, man. Hey, man, it's been real, man. It's been the stream. It's been a legendary stream, man. Definitely. I know tomorrow night we're gonna get it.
I found out from you, Coach, that this happened, and then I did my little research. I said, now I'm making a video. I still ain't done making videos about this topic.
Nah, man, Nicco getting this work for a minute, man.
Man, she getting this work.
Her whole gym.
I'm not even focused on boxing that much, and that's my number one sport right now. But it got take over everything right now.
And if Nicco come out and say anything sick, man, guess what? I'm coming at our whole gym. Everybody in her gym getting work. Everybody.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna say something. If we know that Valentina's fight is probably going to be announced by next week or in 2 weeks, very soon, at least according to Roger Allen. And Valentina kept saying something about good news, but never elaborated. They even talked about that on Fox Sports 1. So her fight's set. But if Nicco tries to get a fight scheduled within like the next month, and she's fighting in December, then I'm going to go in. It's just bullshit. It's just bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
Because it took Sijara Eubanks a long time to get another fight because she was still recovering from a bad weight cut, a legitimate bad weight cut. I mean, she couldn't make weight back in December, and she didn't fight until June this year. I mean, that's a while. That is a while.
Definitely. I didn't even made a video last week just talking about why fighters should only walk around 10, 15 pounds more than they fight weight. just for that reason, for something like this, so they don't gotta have an excuse on why they can't cut the weight and
Or even
everything.
just do what Shevchenko sisters do. I mean, Antonina Shevchenko to me is more of a bantamweight than a flyweight. But Antonina Shevchenko's at 140
got
pounds.
height too.
Yeah, but Antonina's at 140 pounds. You know, that's her walking around weight, and she's more of a bantamweight to me than a real flyweight. But she was walking around at 140. So you know, those two are in such great shape and conditioning to where they're like under 10 pounds, close to their fighting weight. Or you look at, you know, one of my favorite boxers. I don't like him as a person, but I love him as a fighter. Is Bernard Hopkins. You know, Bernard Hopkins was always so close to fighting weight. He was always in great shape, always.
Yeah.
And then
B-Hop. Huh?
Go ahead, Mr. Keith. I'm sorry, sir.
I said, yeah, he brought up B-Hop, but I would say that about Floyd though. He always walked around close to his fight weight too.
Floyd Mayweather was always close to fighting weight. Andre Ward, Roy Jones Jr. I mean, they always had a very strict diet. They never gorged themselves on food. Now, for some boxers, that did work. Like Roberto Duran, that kind of worked for him. For some reason, that only worked for him. But what works for Roberto Duran ain't going to work for the next guy. You know, Roberto Duran used to gain 40, 50 pounds in between fights and then lose all that weight for a fight. And sometimes it damaged him. That's one of the reasons why he lost that rematch to Ray Leonard. You know, I mean, Ray Leonard was outboxing him and beating him, but he had to cut like 50 pounds in 4 months.
Yeah, that's too much, man.
Yeah, it was too much.
Yeah.
TJ347 in the stream. He said, "Lay off Nicco. She's in the
man.
For goodness sake, but she's available to rematch Roxanne Modafferi." TJ347 in the comment section. Man, that's the funniest comment that I've heard all day about this. Man.
And those judges' scorecards were a joke for that fight.
Yeah, Coach, would you talk to TJ when you said what after what he said?
Nah, TJ347 said, "Hey, we need to lay off Nicco, give her a break. She's in the hospital, but she's available to rematch Roxanne Modafferi."
Oh man,
she's out of the hospital. She's not even in the hospital.
Of course, she out of the hospital.
Of course, she went into the hospital. They didn't even keep her overnight. So I'm like, how's this a bad weight cut?
Man,
he found her way out this fight. Valentina said.
I've seen fighters with bad weight cuts. They're in the hospital for at least overnight. They're in the hospital for at least a day. You know, like Sajara Eubanks went to the hospital. She was there for like a day. Nicco goes into the hospital, gets checked up, and then they cancel the fight, and she's out of the hospital. Please.
Man, Sajara looked like she was on Tales from the Crypt, man. She was so drawn in. I said, God, dog, look at Sajara, boy. Sajara looking messed up, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man. She couldn't keep that weight off. But I tell you this, though. Now, I bet the UFC, I bet they going to think twice before they give out another belt, man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They got to make people really earn it. Like, of course, Valentina, she definitely earned it even before this happened. She worked so hard to get to where she at. So, you know, she ain't going to stand up no fights. But they got to make these people really earn it. Like, make them work their way up to that.
Well,
Nicco got it handed to her almost.
No, go ahead.
I was just finishing. I was like, Nicco basically damn near got that belt handed to her.
Yeah, man. And, you know, I think that the UFC, they usually don't learn from their mistakes, but I think they're going to have a better luck at atomweight because those women actually do want to fight each other. Like, all the women at atomweight want to fight each other. There's nothing sketchy, and there's not like a juggernaut at atomweight like Valentina at 125 or Cyborg at 145. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Michelle Waterson is a beast at atomweight, but she lost at atomweight. She's beatable. You can beat her at atomweight. So,
you can beat her anyway.
You know, if they did like a tough tournament thing for the atomweight division, Michelle Waterson could lose. So, you know, like, I don't know.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they definitely got to work on that though.
Yeah, and I hope they do the atomweight tournament next year. That would be really great on ESPN. And to see that girl, I forgot her name, Zappitello. She's Italian, the one that you interviewed, Coach.
Yeah, Alicia Zappitello.
Yeah, Alicia Zappitello. Yeah, she has a lot of talent. I would love to see her, you know, on ESPN and atomweight. She has a lot of talent, a lot of potential.
Yeah, she's 22. She's keep her head on straight. She'll be good.
Yeah.
All she gotta do, keep her head on straight.
Yep.
Yeah. TJ said Nicco gonna be fighting in Invicta. I'm telling you, man. She done. Cause they don't like that, man. Especially if you're a champion. No, you gotta fight. Because look, the benefits of being a champion, you only gotta fight twice a year, man. It's not like they're making you defend the belt every time you turn around, man. I mean,
right.
Look,
Unless you want to.
yeah, it was a good deal, man. Nicco had it good, man. She just milked that belt for all she could, and I'm pretty sure that ain't no talking to her, or ain't no knocking on the door. Nicco, you okay, baby? Nicco, you okay? Nah.
Behind the curtain, like a boogeyman, is trying to get to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, yep. I mean, when was the last time we had a UFC champion fight 3 times in 1 year? I think it must have been Joanna. That was 3 years ago. She fought 3 times in 2015. Yeah. Joanna fought 3 times. TJ's fought twice. No, Cody fought once. He's fought twice, but he was a champion in his last fight. In 2017, he was champion. He fought once. Then he got knocked out, and TJ knocked him out in the rematch. And I don't think TJ's fighting again this year, but yeah, Cyborg is going to fight twice, hopefully, unless Nunez pulls out. So,
hey, I hope Nunez don't pull that bull crap.
I think she is.
Yeah, I won't be surprised she do either, because you see how she had to act, was just acting like she didn't want to take the fight after she been calling Cyborg out, making all these excuses, fighting Rocky, and saying she can't roll around because her foot. No, she was just saying her foot injury, and she was rolling around a couple days later, and she might make an excuse like, I'm hurt.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Nunez is going to get that work, man.
He is
going to get that work.
If she come to the octagon, she definitely getting that work.
Yeah.
Man, don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. I mean, I was confident that she going to come to the
octagon. Yeah, you're right. Man, she going to get that work. I'm going to leave it like that.
I was confident Nunez was coming, man. But, man, now, hell, I don't know, man. I don't know if Nunez coming or not. Nunez might call in sick, or, Nunez might go to another island somewhere. I don't know. Who knows, man?
That's why I find this whole order, the way fights were scheduled. Like, I mean, what does Mick Maynard and Dana White even look at? Like, what are they looking at? Like, it's kind of like me when I was talking about Valentina fighting for an interim belt, and then like if they wanted to, they could have scheduled Valentina and Nicco to fight later on in the year, and if Nicco didn't want to fight, they strip her, make Valentina champion, and then she could fight somebody in the fall, and they have Woodley fight Colby Covington. Because Nunez isn't reliable. So who do they have fighting at the end of New Year's? I mean, they could have scheduled certain things to make sure they could get another title fight right on New Year's Eve with a guy or a girl, with a man and a woman that will show up. Like, it's just kind of, their whole scheduling is so weird for me.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely mad weird, the scheduling.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Mr. Bennett is in the doggone building. TJ 347, General Afka, Mary Fart Sonnen, they're in the building. 65 NEU is in the building. Now we know the majority of y'all are Valentina fans, and we know that. Next week I'll probably be talking about a fighter that you love, and you get all mad and get yourselves in the butt. So don't worry. Because Nicco Montano, she catching work. She ducked the fade. She knows she ducked the fade. Folks, we can't get around this. How these people are going to explain this? I mean, that's just how it is. That's just how it is, man. People stamina. People was co-signing this crap, and this makes the sport of women's MMA makes it look bad, man. It just do, yeah, okay, she was in the hospital. Yeah, okay, bro, come on. It's ridiculous, okay? Like, what do you have to do, man? What do you have to do? What do you have to do to keep this girl? I mean, what do you have to do, man? I mean, you can show people evidence. You can show them everything, man. But, people choose to just be who they are, man. If that's who they choose to be, man, that's who they choose to be. They ain't going to listen. Ain't no sense. I can only tell you what Nicco said. Nicco said that, I really want to fight Sarge. Hell, that's been her attitude since day one. Okay?
Yeah.
It's always been her attitude. It's always been who she is.
Red flag when she said that right there. That was a red flag.
And now she can. She will. And both of them probably won't show up. Wouldn't that be hilarious?
Yeah, man.
Man.
They schedule them to fight. They schedule both of them to fight each other New Year's Eve, and they don't show up. Like what is this? Like why? Like why are you in the UFC? Why are you in the sport?
Then that'd be bad because the next fight will come on after that, and they probably ain't fully raised. So now the fans is waiting and stuff and getting all bored and stuff in the audience.
That'd be hilarious.
Yeah. And then it'll be bad, especially if it's a pay-per-view event, because they gonna pay all that money and they gonna be afraid if it's gonna happen again. That make it bad for business in general. Yep.
Yeah, there was a time when people could buy a UFC pay-per-view event knowing that it could happen, or knowing that the main events and the co-main events are going to happen. Now it's like, you got to buy your pay-per-view on the day of, knowing that everybody is at the arena, they're healthy, they all made weight, there's no injuries, none that you know of, and they're going to fight, and you're gonna pay it, and it's going to happen. It's just all the fights are going to happen,
Yeah, that's a good point. Day of. That's how I usually do anyway when I buy any pay-per-views. Man, for some reason, I always been a last-minute guy anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
And then, fellas, man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. With all this, and I refused, and I was saying for this fight, I refused to turn my channel, okay, into a race thing between like the Nicco people and the Valentina. Of course, I have couple guys to my man. Nicco a minority, man, and you're a minority, man. The minorities need to stick together. Wait a minute, man. Hold up. Cause these some of the guys I want to call in. What you mean the minorities need to stick together? Wait a minute, the minorities need to stick together? Hold on. Let's fix that real quick, okay? So, where were you, all my minority brothers? Where were you guys at when Dana White, Joe Rogan, and all these people? Dana White called Chris Cyborg, Wanderlei Silva in a dress, and then Joe Rogan said that Chris needed to cut off her penis to make weight.
Yeah,
Chris
man.
is a minority. Where were you guys at?
Stuff.
How you gonna explain this?
I know.
Okay.
Dana White said that.
How you gonna explain this? Okay, hold on.
I remember when Joe Rogan said that. I was like, "Damn, son, that's crazy."
And then, okay, now all this minority love. Okay, how about this one right here? Where were you guys when they called Dynamite Danielle Taylor a mushroom N-word midget? How you gonna explain this? Where were you guys at? But we gotta stick together. We gotta stick together. Where were you when they said Alexa Grasso need to sell tacos? Okay, where were you guys at? Where? I mean, the dumbest thing. Where were you guys at? Where are your defense comments for Alexa Grasso?
Yep.
How you gonna explain that? Okay, I can keep going. What about Ketlin Vieira? Where are your defense videos when Ketlin Vieira was so wrongly got crapped on? We knew that she was supposed to have a title fight, but she got to go through all of these people, okay? And God forbid, the girl got hurt, injured in training. So the Tanya Evinger fight off, which wouldn't have did much for her legacy anyway, beating Tanya. Well, you know what? Yeah, Tanya Evinger a good fight. But Tanya Evinger is down in the rankings, okay? Matter of fact, they never even ranked Tanya Evinger. So what is that going to do for Ketlin Vieira? Tanya Evinger's non-ranked, man. But where are your defense videos? Where's the defense of Ketlin Vieira? Since we need to speak together. See, let me tell you, man. The whole minority statement is a thing of convenience. That's what that is. You conveniently want me to stick, because I'm pretty sure, maybe Guy, maybe you were an Indian, maybe you're Navajo. So you conveniently want to go ahead and put that out there. This is how it is. Okay, and Jock KSD, get your ass out. You'll never come back. Look at you.
I didn't see the comment.
Yeah. Boy, don't
because
ever
of the
come
steroids
back.
abuse. Yeah.
Matter of fact, I ain't hiding the message.
Ass.
We not hiding the message. You blocked. Now don't come back. Don't ever think of coming back, boy. Okay? We don't need you in here, man.
PJ got him up out of it. And then Coach
who got blocked? Well, what did he say?
We don't need you coming in here, Jock KST.
Yeah.
Who got blocked? Well,
some clown, some punk.
Oh,
Jock
okay.
KSD.
What do you say? Something?
Okay, good. Let's see what this is called.
Come up with steroid abuse still, and it was mad obvious. I said,
we got a call, guys. We got a call. Let's call on. Let's get this call. Hold on. Let me answer the phone. Okay, caller, you're live on the air.
How's it going? I was wondering if you've seen what Dana White said about Tyron Woodley.
Nah, man. Okay, who we got calling, man? What's going on, bro?
This is Kevin from Chicago. And I seen something about Dana White. He was giving an interview, and he said every time Tyron opens his mouth, he shoots himself in the foot. And he was saying Tyron was getting booed out of the arena, and he was pretty much just bashing Tyron. I want to know what your thoughts on that is.
Well, you know what, man? This is Dana White's MO, okay? This is what he do, man. He got certain fighters that he don't like, man. He got fighters that he do. You know, fighters that he'll bend over backwards for, man. And Tyron Woodley not one of them guys he gonna bend over backwards. You know, he's still butthurt, man, about the Wonder Boy fight. And he still butthurt. He butthurt about the Maya fight. You know, and Tyron, he'll come on and tell you, well, you know, I got more takedowns, takedown defenses in history and all this other stuff. So Dana White is still salty about that. So he's never gonna like Tyron Woodley, and every time that he get a chance to stick it to him, that's what he gonna do. I'm not a Tyron Woodley fan anyway. So, you know, I find it funny, but you know, Dana White did the same thing to gosh, man, who did he really go in on? And I even agree with Brendan Schaub that he went in on him and he shouldn't have done that. And I never agree with Brendan Schaub.
Francis Ngannou?
Yeah, man.
He went in on Francis Ngannou, Tyron
Yeah.
Woodley.
Yeah.
Oh, he criticized Usman for saying that he was
What's
only
his
at
name?
30%,
Francis.
which I thought
Franny.
was kind of...
Went in on Franny because he said he underestimated Stipe, and I guess he went to France to like a week before the fight. Dana said he wasn't taking the fight seriously or something like that. I think that's what it came down to.
But see, and it's the same Dana White, man, that, you know, I don't know why is he in love with Sage Northcutt. He's in love with this guy, man. He'll, you know, gave Sage a chance, you know, when Sage went in there and bombed the fight, and I can't remember who Sage was fighting. But then, you know, he gave Sage a pass. He said, yeah, man, well, the kid was sick, and, you know, I should have known better, and we should have, you know, pulled him from the fight. He was so sick, and, you know, so Sage Northcutt got a pass, man. I'm like, come on, man, come on, man. This dude got in there. Sage got his ass whooped. That's what happened. Northcutt was getting beat down, man, and, you know, well, it gave him a pass. You know, at least Tyron Woodley, you know, going into the fight, at least Ngannou went to the fight. You know, I don't know, man. It's Dana White. He got sometimes he's pretty honest, and other times, man, he just picked the wrong time to go in on certain people, man. You can't be the boss of a $7 billion company, man, and this how you act, man. You put down your fighter. You know, and where's Dana White's response to Conor McGregor throwing that dolly through? Because he barely said anything about that. Y'all remember that? He put that dolly through the window, man, and now the guy finna get paid.
What'd he say? He said he called him disgusting. Oh, it was disgusting. He went in on him for that. He didn't let him off the hook. He said he was disgusting. But you know that's Conor McGregor. He's going to get special treatment because he brings in the eyeballs. This is business. It's not a sport.
Yeah, well, you know, man. And then Conor McGregor finna get a payday, man. He finna get a payday against Khabib. So it's like, okay, so were you really disgusted? I mean, we really think. And Brock Lesnar, come on. Dude popped dirty, still got his $2 million payday, still back in the background talking junk, and Brock Lesnar finna come back and make some more money in the bank. But, you know, hey, you know, that's Dana White, man. That's his MO, man. I'm going to tell you what's going to happen to Dana White, man. Either one or two things going to happen, man. You know, somebody going to slap him upside that bald-ass head, or somebody going to put hands on Dana White one day. Like, literally, man, somebody going to put hands on him, and he be talking about, well, I'm not worried if they put hands on me because they can't get paid if they put hands on me. I think somebody gonna roll up on them. They ain't gonna give a crap no more. They ain't gonna care no more, man. They just gonna put hands on them and then just be done with it, man. Go to jail or whatever they gotta do. Cause you know he's suspect, man. I can tell you, man. I got a laundry list, and then you know the whole sponsorship, man, for the fighters. Dude, they can't even get sponsored, man. But the UFC took their sponsors. They took all those sponsors, and now they put these sponsors on the octagon, and they hang up the sponsors all over the arena. But these fighters can't get the sponsors anymore, but the UFC can. See, man, everything about them, man. You know?
I think the problem is
that's what fighters always say, too.
It's Ari Emanuel. He owns the business now. The Fertitta brothers sold it to Ari Emanuel, the big Hollywood show business guy. And I don't think Dana White's calling the shots. I think it's Ari Emanuel, and he's like a big-time businessman. It's Ari Emanuel guy. I think he's kind of hurting the sport. He's putting the business aspect before the sport. It's all about who's more exciting, who can bring in the most eyeballs. It's not really about who's the best fighter. It's just about who's more exciting, who can sell more pay-per-views. I think that's what it comes down to. I want to bring back the Italians, Fertitta brothers, and get the integrity of the sport back.
Yeah, at least the darn Fertitta brothers, man, they don't mind making fights, man. And the Lorenzo Fertitta, man, he was instrumental in making Mayweather McGregor. Like, they had to get him into the negotiating room, man, because they were tripping, man. And Lorenzo Fertitta went in there. Hey, we gonna make the deal happen. Floyd gonna get what he want. We're gonna make the deal happen. At any means necessary. And they got that deal done, man. Lorenzo Fertitta and Al Heyman, man, they got the deal done. And that's how Mayweather got to fight McGregor, man. The Fertittas, man, they don't just sit on top of stuff, They actually go and they go take care of that, man. Because, these guys are mafiosos, man. These guys are mafia types, man. So whatever they ask for, man, they get what they want. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, I think that Mayweather fight was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I think Floyd Mayweather's come to the end of his career. He's about to retirement. He's going to take one more fight. I think it was a money grab fight. I don't think that's going to be happening anymore. Anything like that.
Well, yeah, man. It's yeah, man, brother. I'm with you, man. I don't know. The UFC, they got to do something different, man. These guys, they got to do something different. I think, part of me think, man, they should get Dana White up out of there, man. Get somebody else, man, who's going to advocate for the fighters. At least at any cost, man, somebody who's going to advocate to give them a little bit more money, and somebody who's going to keep them working, man, keep them busy. Put them in fights where they supposed to be, man. I don't be putting nobody in no fight with no darn, number 5 seed like Nina Ansaroff. Like, Nina Ansaroff finna get in there with Claudia Gadelha, the number 3 seed. And, honestly, technically, Nina Ansaroff could get hurt. If Claudia Gadelha come in there and be like the old Claudia Gadelha, she can get hurt. But see, that's the matchmaking, man. If you know somebody on the inside, or if you cool with Dana, or if you cool with, man, whatever you want that you ask for, you gonna get it, and they gonna give it to you. Why you got the other fighters, man? They kicking them fighters out, man, for having 2 losses. That stuff get on your nerves too, man. Promising fighters, man, they get 2 losses, they gone.
Yeah, I don't.
They don't like to see the wrestler shine. They like to see the striker shine. They got rid of Jake Shields. They got rid of Yushin Okami. They got rid of They don't want to bring in Ben Askren because Dana White says he's boring. It's all about these strikers like this Darren Till, Conor McGregor types. I think Usman and Covington would destroy Till, because we never seen Till even face a wrestler. Never even face a elite grappler. All these faced was Cowboy, washed up Cowboy. Who else he faced? He faced Wonder Boy, a counter striker. Well, I think he lost that fight. We need to see these fighters tested against wrestlers. If they get grinded out, a boring decision, then so be it. They need to prove themselves. They lose to wrestlers, they lose to wrestlers. They can't make it in the UFC. But anyways, I'm out of here. Good talk to you guys.
Hey, man. Thanks for the call, family. Appreciate the support, bro.
Yep.
Yeah,
all right,
man.
good night.
Good night. Good night, caller. Okay, that was caller. I forgot to get his name. But thanks for calling in, man. That's what's up, man.
I don't understand how Tim Elliott could get cut from the UFC after 3 losses, but Jessica Penne, who's been on a losing streak for years, she hasn't won a fight since December of 2014, and she tested positive last year, suspended for 18 months. She's not going to be back until next year, and there's no guarantee she's going to win the damn fight. So she's been on a losing streak for 3 years. How is she not cut? Why isn't she cut?
I don't even know, man. I mean, I don't even know why Jessica Penne's still there. Man.
Yeah, they got their favorites in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dana White loves Jessica Penne. He loves talking to her, hanging out with her. It's crazy, man.
Yeah. Well, folks, this live stream It's epic. I know it's a lot of people in, man. They engaged. Man, I hate to leave because tomorrow night, well, it'll be lit in here tomorrow night. We definitely gonna talk tomorrow, man. We're gonna get in and get this thing rolling, man. Guys, we finna be the leader in the underground women's MMA movement, buddy. The LDMMAC, buddy. We finna be the leader in women's underground MMA. Guys, we just gonna keep working hard, man. But yeah, man.
Yeah.
Okay, and guys, Tuesday night, E-Maze and Eric is gonna return. That's right, the return of E-Maze and Eric for a show. And only as Coach and E-Maze and Eric do it, we do. Thursday, don't forget to come get this work mob cast, y'all. Guys, y'all rolling up in here, everybody rolling up in, man, come to that mob cast. Come on, come to the mob cast, because we talking all MMA, not just the women, but we're talking all MMA all the time on the Mobcast, and everybody's welcome, okay? Everybody's welcome, you feel like you want to come in, you got something to add to it, come on in, man, because we trying to fix it and make it better, so, yeah.
Yep.
So your closing thoughts, gentlemen. I'll start with you, Body Snatcher.
Man, this was a great panel, even though despite on Nicco pulling out this fight. But other than that, we had a great panel, and definitely having Valentina Shevchenko manager Roger on. Man, first time I was able to get the chance to even talk to the man, so that was also great. Now that helped, man, with the night make it even better. And Brian, man, surprised you and Coach ain't had no debates, but even if y'all did, it was funny. It'd be funny when y'all do, but man, it was great talking to y'all both also, and everybody in the chat, man. Man, thanks for supporting Coach channel. Keep on, man, cause man, we're gonna talk some big stuff and keep this joint going. And sounds good. Oh, full time came back at the end.
It's full time. MMA.
I got some closing
thoughts.
Full time came back in. All right.
Man.
Brian J, your closing
That's
thoughts.
what I was gonna say though. Yeah.
All right, I guess I'll make my closing thoughts. I mean, the reason why I haven't debated anything with the coach is because I think we're all in agreement here about what happened today. I think we all agree on what happened with Nicco, and we all agree on our assumptions on what's going on in Nicco's mind. So, but yeah, this was a great panel. This was a great discussion. It was great to talk to Roger Allen finally. Talk to him in person. Which is great, and getting his thoughts and getting all this background information that you don't really know about because you're not behind the scenes. You don't know all the intricacies of happening. So this is great. I look forward to someday talking to Valentina Anthony Shevchenko in an interview. That would be great, on Coach's channel. But this is great, and we're just gonna keep this movement going and really talk about women's MMA and keep championing these women. I mean, we criticize a lot of the female fighters as well, but it's also good to praise these fighters because they're putting their lives on the line and, risking their health and their livelihood for our entertainment. And, I wish Valentina could have fought because there was like a 99% chance she was going to win and do her victory dance. She's most likely going to win, but I guess they'll have to wait again for her to get a shot at the title. But yeah, this has been great. So this is a great panel, great discussion, and it was great talking to you, Coach. And Body Snatcher, it was great talking to you. And Full Time MMA. I like your channel, so this is all good.
Appreciate it,
guys. I'm telling y'all, definitely enjoyed this live stream with you guys, man. Definitely enjoyed it. Yeah, man. Nicco Montano created a buzz, man. And I don't even know if we're going to be done talking about this for at least another couple of weeks, man.
Yeah. She's more famous now than she was before pulling out the fight.
Yeah, I don't make videos yet.
Definitely got some headlines.
Yeah, she got some headlines.
Yeah, man. God, dog, 4 times I slept back in the building. God, dog.
I just wanted to get my closing thoughts with y'all.
What?
My bad, I just got back.
The full-time family is in there, man. We all family, full-time, man. What's your closing thoughts, man?
My closing thoughts are I love this channel, Coach, everything you do for WMMA, and also every Thursday, check out the Come Get This Work Mobcast, and that's it. I ain't shit.
You gonna join that joint, or have you joined this Come Get This Work Mobcast yet, full time?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, full time, man. So you got any I know you just got through interviewing Sean O'Malley, man. You got anybody else that's coming up, man?
Nope, not up the top of not scheduled right now. I reached out to Aljamain Sterling and a couple other fighters, but he's got a fight coming up this weekend against he's taking on not Cody Stamen. So make sure you also check out for Aljamain Sterling's fight, bantamweight in the UFC and stuff. But yeah, no big interviews coming up, Coach. I mean, you blew me away with the Antonina, Shevchenko, Valentina, and then the Cyborg interview. So, I mean, you're blowing me away with the interviews. That motivates me to keep grinding, keep pushing for more interviews, bigger interviews. So, great. I'm glad you let me be a part of this panel. We got to speak with Valentina Shevchenko's manager, Roger, and everything. That's my first time speaking with the actual MMA manager. So I appreciate the opportunity, and I'm just happy to be a part of this, family we got over here, this WMMA family you got over here on your channel, Coach. So thank you for having me on. Been a pleasure.
Yeah, man. Shoot, man. Hey, you can record parts of it and put it on your channel, the parts that you got to talk to them, man. Shoot, God, that'd be good.
That'd be awesome, man.
Yeah,
I'd love to put your whole show on the channel. You know what I'm saying? But I don't, you know what I'm saying? Want to step on your toes? But yeah, that'd be dope.
Nah, go ahead, man. Cause I don't have my channel set up for strikes or none of that. So yeah, man, go ahead, man.
All right, Coach. Well, I appreciate it, man.
Yeah, man. Do what you got to do, man. Do what you got to do, man.
And I look forward to being on that Mobcast on Thursday. It's at 9:00, right, on Thursday?
Yeah, it's growing, man. It's growing, man. We started out with about maybe 8 people. And, bro, last night we had about 24 people, man. So.
Well, watching it?
Yeah, man. And it's only 87 subs, man. So that's pretty decent, man. It's growing every week. It's growing every week, man. Hopefully, man, we have, some 30 people in there, man. We'll see how it go. But man, if that thing grow, man, hey, we definitely, man, we got to start getting to some of these fights, man, and have that channel just pay for the expenses, bro. Cause we're gonna do it, man. Give people live coverage, man. And we appreciate your super chat dollars, man. Cause I give mine to the fighters, and it's a good thing for them fighters, man. They, you guys, y'all help Janice Gomez out immensely, man. So when that YouTube check come in, they gonna get that. Yeah, man. So you guys are awesome, but down the pipe though, yeah, man, we're gonna go to some of these fights, man. And you know what? We'll be representing you guys, man, live, live at the fights. Because hey, we try and take it to the next level, man.
I can't wait to see Genesis Green and Brittany War Machine. You know what I'm saying? Their pro fights. I can't wait just from the channel and everything. So
yeah, that'd be good. That'd be really good.
Oh yeah.
And Sabina Mazel is fighting later on this month, right? September 28th.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I just interviewed a girl.
You just interviewed Sabina Mazel?
Yeah.
Oh, when are you posting it?
Oh, I posted it. I interviewed her 2 days ago, man.
Oh, it's on the channel?
Yeah, it's there.
Oh, great. Yeah, man. Sabina Mazel's fighting September 28th. I look forward to it. I hope she gets another head kick.
Man, the Columbia Queen don't be playing, man. That's the next great star, man.
Yep.
Yeah. She don't play, man. She gonna be a flyweight.
Oh,
and Janice Gomez has a lot of potential too. She gets it. There's not a lot of girls willing to embrace that bad girl role. And we're seeing now this far into men's MMA, people are still like, all right, I guess I'll play the bad guy for entertainment. She's way ahead of the curve as far as WMMA, so that's a lot of potential there too.
Oh, Sabina Mazel?
No, I was talking about Janice Gomez.
Oh, yeah, she definitely raw.
Yeah.
Wait, who?
Dad, man, they funny as hell though.
Wait, who's playing the bad girl?
Janice Gomez, the bad girl of WMMA.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She definitely.
Yeah, she raw. She don't bite her tongue at all.
And Cynthia Cavill as well. And she's fighting again in November. So.
Okay.
That's good.
Man. Shoot, man, I know after the fights, man, we gotta link up, man, or something after these fights, man. And I guess talk about it, cause I know I got a lot, man. I got boxing. I had to cover all this crap, man.
Even though Nico's off, there's a lot of good WMMAs. There's still 3 good fights as well. So I know you're looking forward to those as well.
Yeah,
Will Lee. I know who else? Carla fighting.
WMMA, you got, of course. Yep. Carla.
Jessica Andrade, Carolina. You got my girl
Jessica Andrade fighting.
And then earlier on, you got Irina Aldana versus Lucy Pudilova. But yeah, man.
Yeah,
I remember the coach predicted Vivian Pereira was going to beat Tatiana Suarez, and Tatiana sent her out the UFC. It was great.
That was a fan. Yeah, that was a fanboy pick, man. I mean, come on, come on, man. You can't bring that back up. You know I'm a Vivian Prairie fanboy, man.
Yeah, I know. It was so funny though.
I said, bro, this is my fanboy pick. If I had a fanboy pick, that was it, man. I utilized that one to the fullest, and Vivian Prairie made me look just like a damn fanboy too, because she got her ass whooped.
It was so crazy how one-sided that fight was. The way Tatiana Suarez just dominated every single round was crazy.
Now that's an interview.
And I was the only guy at the meetup, at the MMA and NYC meetup. I think I was the only guy at that meetup that cared about that fight. I was the only one that cared.
Man, I'm a fan, but okay, that's an interview I want, man. Vivian Prairie, she won't understand a damn thing I'm saying, but that's okay. That's okay. Good. I just say, hey, girl, I'll hold up some signs or something, you know.
Yeah, translator, huh?
Yeah. We'll get a translator. I get my girl Rebecca Stevens to translate for me, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, I hope Tatiana beats Carla Esparza. That'd be great. That'll make me happy.
I like Carla Esparza.
Yeah. I don't know why so many people hate her.
Yeah.
Nah, she cool. You know, she sold a motorcycle to make ends meet, man.
I agree.
Dang.
I want to talk about that one day on this show, any show. Carla Esparza, I just really feel like she didn't fuck a matchmaker. You know what I'm saying? Or excuse me, PG-13. I feel like she didn't do something to get her on the good side of a matchmaker or a promotion, because since losing her belt, she's only lost split decisions, and she seems to like get and after losing a close split decision, they're not giving her an easy fight. Now you got to fight Tatiana. It's like, damn, who did she piss off? I just feel like Carla Esparza pissed somebody off in the UFC.
Yeah, she's not fighting like the bottom tier. She's not fighting Daniel Taylor or you know, someone like even Felice Herring. She's not fighting Felice Herring. She's not fighting yeah, it's crazy.
It's like you lose a split decision where you won, and then what do we do to reward you? We throw you at like the best wrestler in the division, Tatiana Suarez. It's like, ugh.
Yeah, but that fight against Claudia Cadell was close, and sadly she lost. If she didn't lose, yeah, she would be in title contention. If she beat Claudia Cadella, she'd probably be more in title contention.
Her loss before that was a split decision as well.
To Randa Marcos, of all the fighters to lose to.
So if let's say that split decision went in her favor, she would be 4-0 since losing to Joanna and could be in line for a rematch with Rose.
Yeah, more than likely. Yeah. Or she would fight Jessica Andrade, and I don't see anybody being Jessica Andrade except for Joanna.
Or Rose.
Yeah, Rose could beat her too.
Rose.
My problem with Rose is that she doesn't have a good jab. She's just really, she has great foot movement, and I think that could really save her.
That jab definitely helps against Jessica Andrade. As Coach pointed out, that's how Joanna had to pack the victory. So Rose, I mean, you know, she's got the potential, but yeah, man, that's a great fight. I really want to see Namajunas versus Andrade, but I don't know if we'll get to that. Of course,
I think Rose's best bet is an early submission within like the first 2 rounds. Like once they get past the first 2, it's going to be I think it'll get more difficult for Rose as the fight progresses.
Sure will. Oh, snap, my boy Jefferton alive in the super chat. $2 more, guys. And we kicking that over, helping out Janice Gomez with a training camp. It's not a lot of money, but hey, it might be some gas, or might be a couple of training shakes, or whatever, man. Paying gym fees, cause them gym fees are ridiculous, man. So
you might get her a bag of weed for all we know. No, I'm just kidding. But I was gonna say, Coach, I want to give you a lot of respect for what you do with these female fighters and that are coming up with their training camps, because a lot of people don't know the $332 you see you give to the fighters, but YouTube takes like 30% of that. So I'm sure you come out of your pocket a lot of these times to just make it up for whatever is promised to these female fighters. So I mean, salute to Coach for definitely for what you do with these super chat dollars, because that's very inspiring.
Yeah, man. Well, I always give in, like when I do something like this, the first $50 of it I put it in anyway, So
okay, so that's on top of the YouTube tag. Shoot.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, YouTube tax. I'd rather not see too many people get in trouble on YouTube, man. Like they opt not to pay taxes on it. They opt to pay it themselves and they never pay it right. So nah, I just let YouTube go on and take it, man.
Oh, that's the best thing to do, yeah.
And some people, man, they also go to my PayPal, which for some reason I never list my PayPal, but I probably need to start doing it, man. because some people just want to do it direct, where they can get the funds, right then and there, But
Mhm.
yeah, man, I just gonna give it to these fighters, man. I split it up, man. Some of them be wanting gas, some of them be wanting groceries. It's especially when you're a fighter, man, and you still an amateur, but you trying to train for it, man. Please, man, they be having it rough, man.
Oh yeah, it's excuse.
Snap!
Woo!
I might.
God dang, TJ 347 dropped a
Good.
C note. God dog, woohoo!
TJ dropped
God,
what?
Nunez gang.
the Nunez
Honestly, I'm
gang.
blessed that I got a good paying job because it's expensive for me even with my training.
Dang, man, TJ 347, man. Dude,
Nunez gang ain't playing.
I'm floored, man. I'm freaking floored, man.
he be definitely dishing out, man. He be giving it in.
It's so funny, Coach, because right now you kind of got this stance with Cyborg against Nunez, but TJ comes through with the big Nunez respect.
Nah, he really dancing, huh?
Damn.
Hey, TJ, $100 though.
Woo! Shout out to TJ.
Shout out to Jefferson, TJ. God.
He talk about I'm rich. Nah, he rich.
Yeah, man. TJ, man, I think he
What
owns
did
some
TJ
trucks.
just do?
Huh?
What did TJ just do?
TJ,
They're like, what? I need to get that job.
TJ dropped a C note, man.
Oh.
TJ
dropped the whole ball.
Dropped the whole C note, man. He did it for non-international boxing, man.
Oh yeah, Fanon be dropping that big boy dollar too.
Man, Fanon put $500, man, in one day. Look, man, but he broke it up in $100 payments, man. But god dang, see TJ 347, dang, man.
How much?
TJ 347, hey man, he dropped $100, and then my man right before that, Jefferson, man, he dropped $2, man. Hey man, that stuff, I don't care what it is, man. I be calling that stuff out. I call it out quick, man. Dang, man. And then TJ paid for Brittany a tournament. He gave Brittany $150, man.
Hey, TJ balling.
Yeah, man. He gave Brittany $150, man.
Well,
And,
that was real nice of TJ.
I appreciate him supporting these WMMA fighters. Like Roger said earlier, even when he was shouting out Brian, like specifically you, Coach, and anyone else that puts the spotlight on WMMA, I'm sure not only the WMMA fighters, but that's much appreciated from anybody that's a fan of combat sports, because that's a newer sector to combat sports that doesn't get a lot of shine. So you guys are really some of the first to do it. So, I mean, I personally give you a lot of respect for that, just because I know there's not a lot of people that are focused on WMMA. So that's super dope, and that's a big reason I'm such a big fan of this channel.
That's good.
Yeah, we staying in the lane, man. We trying to give him, some shine. Especially these fighters ain't got no name yet,
Yes, sir.
Try to get them people talk, and I appreciate man. A lot of people turned out for Janae Hollowpoint Harden, man. Interviewed her like earlier, man, and she got a positive attitude. She's got some losses, man, but see, she's 23, she's young, so it's like, she got opportunities to really grow. And she's trying to grow, she's going out to, Tiger Muay Thai, and, man, they go over there, man, and they get enlightened over there, man. And, she's working hard, man. She got a big fight against Sneed Kavanaugh, and that could be a life-changing, fight for her, man. Definitely life-changing up in the Bellator pay rank, if she beat Sneed. So, yeah, man, definitely pulling for the kid to get it right,
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Making time, man. She in the middle of a real hard training camp, But she carved out 40-something minutes for me, man. And she told me you can take as long as you want, but I don't do that because I know she gotta go back training, But,
Yeah, you just being considerate because they got busy lives. Yeah.
Yeah, man. And real respectful, man. Whenever I get ready to interview her, man, she be on time. Deal was me today, man, because full time I got them runners, man, and you got to deal with them jokers, man, and they start running. You got to catch them and bring them back, and man, it cut into time, man. So yeah, but appreciating Janae was patient. I said, girl, I'm gonna be real late today because I got some food and I gotta catch them. She was like, oh, that's okay, I'll be right here. Okay. That's all I need to know.
Yeah, it's awesome whenever they make themselves available like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was shocked, man. So hopefully, man, some of these fighters, they get to the UFC or the upper ranks in Bellator. Man, hey, I can start turning them on, man. Shoot, hey, we can go interview these jokers, man. Turn them on for everybody. Shoot.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's how we grow the community, man. We're gonna get this thing strong, man.
Yep.
Man, full time, fastly approaching 8,000 followers. Finna be at 10,000 for the year over. That need to be gold, man. Be well over 10 grand for the year is done.
I'm trying. I'm going to do
fast over there.
Shadow ban right now. I was growing a lot faster. A lot of people might not know. I'm going through a shadow ban right now, but we're still grinding, coach. So I appreciate everything.
Hey, y'all, road to 10 grand plus, baby. Road to 10 grand plus.
Coach, you about to hit 7 grand.
Hey,
yes, sir.
Hey, we'll take it.
I hope to hit 40.
Nah, you just put out some videos, man. People are coming in.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I ain't putting them out as much as I should too, but if I put them out more, I know that'll help too.
It's just weird that some of my videos have like 800 viewers, and I only have like 40 subscribers, I think. So just
those are the ones that catch that algorithm.
Yeah.
Once you're a smaller channel, you got a better chance of actually hitting that algorithm. Once you start hitting about 7,000 subs, they'll put a cap on your channel to where you don't hit that algorithm as much. But either way, yeah, it's still very inspired. Like when you're a smaller creator and you see your video hit 800 views, that gives you the motivation to keep grinding. But yeah, that's dope.
Yeah, and then to get it monetized, man. They used to didn't have no limits on monetization. When it first started, you could have 1 subscriber and still get monetized. But now, man, they make it real impossible. So I guess on the Mobcast, we getting our watch hours now.
Oh yeah, they make you get to 4,000 watch hours before you really get monetized.
Man, shoot, the Mobcast, man, it lasts so long, man. We're gonna be there for 4,000 watt, cause you can have 4,000 people, man. Watch your video. You can get there quick, man.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause I know the Smoke City Mobcast got up there real quick.
Yeah, man. But Smoke City Mobcast though, they was established. 78 Sports TV, Black Fight Fan. They were pretty much so people. See, they got 60,000 people, but then 4,000 of those people, they roll with you. They gonna roll with you everywhere. So we ain't quite got it yet, man. But we'll get it, man. We'll get those people rolling in. So
yeah, like you at full time, y'all one of the most consistent ones that's putting out content, so that y'all can help it out too. And General Africa doing his thing too. I see why you got him. I see why he the moderator.
Yeah. And guys, don't forget, Amazing Eric will be back on Tuesday, guys. He's coming.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna be back in the stream, man. And
yeah, Coach, I got a question about Amazing Eric. I don't know much about him. The first time I actually ever heard of Amazing Eric was when you were doing that interview with Valentina, but he seemed really good. So is he like someone that you used to work with, or what's up?
Hey, we like peanut butter and jelly, man. We go together.
Okay.
They to me, they like brothers that grew up with each other.
He the best moderator on YouTube, man, hands down.
Oh, the most unbiased person and one of the most knowledgeable person you can meet on here.
Yeah, you ever have
this dude never biased about nothing.
You ever had like an important stream or something, man? Yeah, he can moderate it, man, and he really good at bouncing questions off people and knowing the personalities. I mean, I do interviews with him, man. I'm telling you, them be the best interviews I've ever done, man, bar none.
Yeah, he did great during that Valentina Antonina interview, and I was like, okay, I that was my first time ever being introduced to him. I was like, he's really good. I didn't know if he'd been on the channel before or if he was just like a personal friend or whatnot.
All the time.
Yeah, full time. You should check out one of his videos. Just the way he creates his videos is even epic, man. He do his editing is crazy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yep.
Okay. Well, fellas, man, it's been fun, man. It's been a fun night, man. Enjoyed it, man. I'm gonna go on, man. I'm gonna get on up out of here, y'all. You guys subscribe.
Yeah, this is great, Coach. This is great.
Subscribe to Brian Jensen, Brian J MMA. Subscribe to the Body Snatcher, MMA and Boxing, and subscribe to Full Time MMA, guys. He's on the road to 10K. And guys, that's it for tonight, guys. We'll be back on sometime tomorrow. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison, and I'm out. Subscribe to the best women's MMA platform on YouTube. Subscribe to the Daily Grind and Full Time MMA, and subscribe to Keep Body Snatching, and subscribe to Brian J MMA Getting in Your PG-13 channel.